in and week out, prophesies the overthrow of America, or in Scripture is known as Babylon the Great. All right, the first daughter of Babylon. Okay, because this place has yet to be popped. All right. And first off, for most of y'all, want to say, call William Lot.
Yahweh, Shemar Kapadash.
Double honors be to the elder apostles, the great millstone, that we rule and teach well. And of course, it's a true shalom to all of you since Hakim out there. It's the truth, in the spirit, through the power of the name of Yahweh Shemar Shai, Shemar Kapadash. Okay, so Yahweh Shemar Shai is like once again, come out there and push this holy and beautiful gospel, in which, because it's fucking windy out here, but Yahweh Shema Shai's blessings once again to come out here and push this holy and precious gospel. All right, and yet as you can see behind us, you got people out here moving, commuting, but yet they're still all right. People right now they'll know that this war, as is about to come to a great end. All right, Esau's rulership.
This is Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
Right. It said visited, all right, by Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, you got earthquakes. All right, I believe like this upcoming Thursday or Wednesday, you have 40 plus earthquakes in one day, 24 hours, man. All right, and then it said what? It said tempest.
It says with storm and tempest.
Yep, storm and tempest. And then I believe last night or like 2 nights ago, you had that hurricane out there in Kansas, out there in the Midwest. All right, and then on top of that, it killed 50 people. All right,
and counting.
And counting. So we're still going up.
Well, we're feeling the winds right now.
Right.
This is why our camp is not usually how it is. We had to put the cameras kind of in a cuddle. Yeah. Because so we're standing in the elements, so the camera, don't get knocked over. We can't have all our signs out. But that just goes to show you that, in the day of destruction, the Lord is going to hide his men.
That's right.
Because how can the men be out here prophesizing, looking like Lieutenant Dan on the fucking ship with Forrest? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
In the middle of the storm?
Right.
That's
right, man.
Judgment is coming, man.
That's right. Judgment is here.
Judgment is here.
Yahweh Shema Shai is visiting the earth. And right now, people think that all we say is, it's just voided words, but you got to keep in mind, these are the words of the Most High, man. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai. All right.
It says, thou shalt be visited of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai hosts with thunder and with earthquake and a great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
The flame of the devouring fire. And what is that? Real quick, hold that about the shot. Can you get a picture of that?
What you need?
2 Peter 3 about the elements going fervent heat. Because, I love going in about the nuclear destruction, man. I love going in about, the demise of you wicked ass people out here, man. Okay, because people out here, they got a misconception about the Bible. They think it's all peaches and cream. But according to the Bible, people are going to be brutally judged by the Most High. All right.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Yep, a thief in the night, right? And then a thief is not gonna, wake you up in your sleep. He's not going to alert you. All right. You gotta go.
Yeah, he's not gonna say, "Hey, I'm here to rob you."
Right.
You saw that in Friday after, what was that, Friday after next?
Yeah.
He was tiptoeing. He wasn't trying to alert Craig and Day.
That's right.
He took all that shit.
Yeah, all this shit.
And their rent money.
Right, on Christmas, so-called.
So he took their livelihood. And then, speaking of Christmas, you just had that 50-foot obelisk get burned down.
Yeah, called Yahweh Shema Shai. That's an idol, man.
And an omen.
Yeah. Right, that fire,
The mirth is gone.
Most definitely, it's gone.
2 Peter 3 and 10, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
The heavens is what right now here on earth, all right? Esau's heavens, his rulership, all right? So it's going to pass away with a great noise, all right? And that great noise is what? That devouring fire, all right? That nuclear tempest, if you will, okay?
Yeah, his blessing at its full capacity.
That's right.
Because Esau was blessed with the sword, so the Lord gave him the invention or idea
to create the glittering sword, ultimately to destroy himself.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And it says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right, the elements shall melt with very fervent heat, violent heat. Okay, because for so long people have been living in America lavishly, at ease. Okay, but soon Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna make a lot of people very, very, very uncomfortable. All right, you got Jacob's trouble, cannibalism. All right, famine. All right, people right now, they're doing these things off of muscle memory. It's not organic, if you will. It's just a thing in the back of their mind. Because really that's it. This all they know. All right.
Yeah, if you're trying to be in the Christmas spirit, you reaching, baby.
Yeah.
That Christmas spirit is gone. One of the most famous movies was Miracle on 34th Street, which was spiritual because the real miracle was fulfilled during Ezekiel 37.
That's right.
All right, with our elders and their elders, and then down trickled the young men like ourselves. That was the miracle that took place on 34th Street, which now our elders aren't even out on that street no more. But you had a famous Christmas movie, but now they banned it instead because it's toxic masculinity. So your famous Christmas movies now now they're infamous.
Hey, call light by Shalom Shai.
Because everybody's woke.
So-called woke. There's more than that.
Yep. It says 2 Peter 3:10. It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Right, the works that are done therein shall be burned up. Meaning what? You listen, man. The fucking pedophilia, the fucking worship of fucking women. Excuse my language.
Lesbians,
all right,
sluts.
yeah, man. Dykes. All right, Esau. All right, his narrative, everything that is done here, in the HQ of wickedness is gonna be done away with, man.
Yeah, his wine.
All right? Yeah, the water, his wine, his doctrines,
His image.
yeah, all that, man.
Yep. His
So-
lies.
That's right. Is it more?
There's more
Yeah.
pertaining to us.
Okay.
It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved,
Yep.
what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation
Right.
and godliness?
Right, and that's one thing too. If you know that you're an Israelite in truth, and you know that America is gonna be blasted away by fire, how are you gonna act in these last days? How are you gonna move accordingly? While being and living in prophecy. All right, are you gonna be an Israelite man, or woman, or be a niggard man? All right.
This is Book of Malachi, chapter 4.
Well, a lot of Jakes want to be niggas.
Yeah, and we
You
see
know?
that. You can't serve the Most High Mammon, man.
Yeah.
All right. You listen. You cannot serve the world while serving Yahweh Shema Shai. Listen, it does not mix. Okay.
This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven,
Yep.
and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Right. Shall be stubble. All right. Keep going, Papa. Yeah.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right. Nor root nor branch. All right. And we always say, that what's that movie? Terminator 2: Judgment Day. That very infamous and classic scene of Sarah Connor being burned up. That was that vision that she had. All right. And that vision is going to come to pass very, very soon. All right. Here in Babylon the Great, man. All right.
Feeling this wind right now, thinking about the destroying wind, it proves why it says people are going to be blown away.
Right.
You're going to literally be blown to smithereens, man. We got to grab to make sure the tripod don't flip.
Right.
So imagine when prophecy, that destroying wind takes place,
That's
man.
right.
Like chaff to the wind.
Right. They showed you that in, was it 2012? When at the end, Woody Harrelson was standing,
Yep,
he was
2012.
eating a pickle,
Yep.
and then his fucking ass got blew away.
Yep. Hey man, people are through out here, man. Listen, man, because right now you got everybody, Christmas shopping, last minute Christmas shopping, and doing all kinds of satanic things, rituals, but yeah, they'll know that the men of Yahweh Shema Shai are out here, and not just us across the four winds of the earth, man.
This place is so through. You got parents right now that don't know if they should buy their young son a fucking girl or boy toy because they don't know what he wants to be by the end of the week. They show you that in the ad. There's a Christmas ad with this little demon house. The girl saves up fucking pennies to buy her little brother some peak Adidas, you know? And this nigga, he squeaks, and they have a moment. That's witchcraft, man. You know?
Man.
Sick out here, bro.
And like this fucking place is very, very bitter, man. All right? You know, and that's one thing too. It says what? It says oppression maketh the wise man mad. Why? Because we know that we're in captivity because of the wisdom that Yahweh Shai has given us. You know, we know we know who we are. You know, but yet we know that we gotta wait here and be patient for Yahweh Shai until the time being. All right?
Because we're in jail.
Exactly.
When you get sentenced to a sentence, you can't leave. You know, you may get good time, and that's what we're working for, the good time. Because see, 2/3 are going to have to fulfill the whole entire curse of forever. Meaning, they're going to have to go through that long period of time and then be born back in the kingdom. That's when the curses will be off them. So the elect are going to receive what you call good time that is given to certain people in jail.
That's right.
You know? So even with good time, you got to wait until that. But you got Jacob in captivity looking for a good time, you know?
Right.
In jail, not literally being released on good time. So I'm not here for a long time, but a good time. Here, that's a nigga driving down the street. You think that nigga thinks he's in captivity? That nigga wore eyes free now, you know?
Niggas like that, like they got the consolation, you know? Being hood rich, you know, having a so-called bad bitch, you know, having money that don't mean shit, fucking greenbacks. All right, that's all gonna fade away. Him too.
Social media fame.
Yep.
You know, think they winning.
You got Jake losing as young boys and in the NBA. And now when you look at NBA young boy, now the nigga says he don't feel comfortable without makeup on, which that's symbolism, because that's the black eyes is what happens to a child. All right, when Esau does what he does to them. Okay, when he Epsteins them, when he Harvey Weinsteins them. You see. That's what happens to the body from trauma. And now they got Jake, a young boy, out here with that shit blatantly on his fucking face. So that's the end of the road, Neo. Okay? That's the at the end of the tunnel. Okay? That's what you niggas get to drive around in a Hellcat to get fucking pulled over in a dwindling society.
Man. And speaking of fucking Hellcats, you know, I believe what's that? What brand make the Hellcat? Dodge, Chevy, Dodge. Yeah, Chevy. Fucking Esau, he about to cancel them shits, man. So no more Hellcats for you Jakes out here.
That's not even a good vehicle.
Yeah, bro.
That's vehicles for Hondas and fucking Toyotas.
Yeah.
Every other vehicle is shit. It's gonna sit on it.
Yeah.
You need a dime a dozen car.
Right.
That's another thing. Nahum tells you about the wicked streets and driving.
Jumping chairs.
You don't need nothing crazy out here.
Yeah.
You need an A to B and the water for maybe get me to C.
Like that guy from Six to Mark Unleashed. His ass is cruising down the
Jake
street.
cruising down the street.
Not 6-4.
He rocked this shit, but then he got converted.
That's what's gonna happen though, because the police gonna be defunded, and who's gonna stop them from doing that? Sheriff, they shall do according to their powers.
Right.
You know, right? Perfect. Yep. I got something. This is from Newsweek. It says Joe Biden should consider nuclear strike on Russia over Ukraine.
Hey, call lawyer, how about community one more time, Bob, the show?
Joe Biden should consider nuclear strike on Russia over Ukraine. GOP senator.
Those are rumors.
Man, you wanna get that real quick? Yeah, man. Those, like that is a rumor. It said what? It said Joe Biden considers, and what they would say says the Most High, damn, what's that? Proverbs 21.
Pondereth the heart of the kings.
Fine, man.
And you know what? And that made me think of may God should think of evil thoughts.
Yeah.
They like, yo, they over there talking about they gonna swing. Yo, swing on them.
Right, because you ain't supposed to let no one hit you first.
Right.
Exactly. And what's that saying? It's kill or be killed.
Yeah.
Dog eat dog.
Yeah.
You know, and these great powers of the world, they're all big dogs.
Yeah.
China, the U.S., Russia, Iran. These are all, big conglomerates, if you will. Of nations.
The table of nations.
Exactly.
They're rising up.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
The hand of the Lord, the king's mind.
So you know what the Lord did the Lord put in the 1948ers as councilmen for all the presidents. It was a 1948er that was in the ear of Woodrow Wilson. It was a 1948er that was in the ear of Teddy Roosevelt. Okay? All these men had a 48er in their ear. So who you think's ushering this in? The 48ers, man.
I'm going to read the footnote. It says, God, what we know Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is sovereign even over a king and not just Israel's kings.
Right, man, and that proves that the Most High, listen, this is the Most High's movie. He's the grand prime director of everything. All right, it says that the Most High controls every man's steps. So how much more Joe Biden, you know, and Vladimir Putin, you know?
Well, he just had a blind dude walking him into some room.
Oh my God.
And he said, "Where am I at?" And then he saw this big ass Jake and he said, "What's up, man?" And then everyone started laughing.
Hey, Brandon's tripping, man.
Brandon's tripping.
He's tripping.
It says,
It's like, and this proves that America's done. Just look like, come on, look at your president. You know, because the president is the reflection of the American society, if you will. You know, and this proves that America's crumbling, man. He's all old and decrepit.
Yep.
He's fucking decaying from the outside. Then what's that last year? He fell down the steps at the airplane.
Oh, yeah, he
No?
tripped. Yep.
Yeah, you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then a co-worker of mine was talking, you know, because that's another thing too. People are speaking, man. They're speaking about, you know what I mean, the Baloney 19. They're speaking about, you know, the shot, and they ain't talking about drinking. They're speaking, and I'll just be like, listening, you know what I mean? And this co-worker mentioned Biden, and I said, so do you regret voting for him? And they were like, no. So that shows you that these people have no idea what's going on. I'm just glad Trump was out. That's all they say.
That's all.
You know?
Oh shit. It's all right.
That's all they say.
She's in, she's not. You know why that's hard to say? Because Trump was you know what's that, Egyptian versus Egyptian? You know, because right now, even though you have, you know, people that is good.
Oh, no, that goes on this one, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll plug it in.
Yeah.
I could hold it, actually. Yeah. You got it, bro. You got it.
Yeah.
I'll handle this. You got it.
Because, you know, people right now, because Esau, he's greatly divided, man. You know, America is not united. All right, it should be called the DSA, not the USA, man. You know.
Well, they call it the USA because it's under Satan's authority.
Yep. Right.
God will know. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right. And basically, you know, the Most High, you know, he's the puppet master, and then them, they're the puppets.
Well, now it's Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Because all power and judgment was given to Yahweh Shai, so Yahweh Shai is working on the minds of the masses.
Right.
Yeah, niggas.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. All flesh has been given unto me.
That's
Right,
right.
even your ass talking about we shouldn't worship Yahweh Shai.
Well, the Yahweh Shai sent them a strong delusion. Yahweh Shai said, who gonna go down and tell Ka?
Hey, and guess what? Yahweh Shai, he's the reason why there's going to be that destruction, because it's that Rev 7. He said, hold the winds until my servants be sealed.
Beautiful. Let's get that.
Yeah, Baba Shah. Yeah, Baba Shah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is Revelation 16 and 14. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of the great day of the Almighty Yahweh.
And what's that? What's that Armageddon? All right, going down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh's judgment, Mashaphat. All right, and guess what? That's going to be the ultimate battle. All right, that's going to be what's that term? The war. No, not that. The war to end all wars, if you will. Okay, because what's that? Albert Einstein, he said if there is a war of war, it's going to be fought with sticks and stones. Right. You know, meaning what? Meaning that, hey, this is it. You know, listen, after World War III, that's it for America, man. And then guess what? It's going to be us. Starting off with the Yahweh Shai rule.
There was another quote by Albert Einstein, if I'm not mistaken, where he said, no time in history has a mouse ever created a mousetrap. Basically insinuating only you dumbass humans, which proves no free will.
Right.
You know?
Where he said, I am become the destroyer of worlds.
Yep.
You know, what you was quoting, that Hindu guy?
Yep. Oppenheimer, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that little snake.
Damn.
Yep. Which I think he was teaming. I got Rev 7 about the Euphrates, and then Matthew 24 about the rumors.
Okay, get Rev 7 about the show.
This is Revelation 7:1. After these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
And what's that wind? All right, that destroying wind. All right, that fire. All right, that devouring tempest. Okay.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their force.
That's right, and that angel is Yahweh Shai, man. All right, Yahweh Shai is over the angels. All right, yeah, Yahweh Shai is the what's that term? The captain, if you will. All right, and then
Alpha and Omega.
The what? Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the last, man.
First created.
That's right.
The only begotten.
That's right.
And then those trickled after.
That's right.
Lord created.
Yeah.
That's right. And just like Lot and Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, before he got delivered, it wasn't destroyed. But after he got delivered, it was destroyed. And just like that, just like today, and Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0 is going to happen to the elect men of Yahweh Shema Shai.
Right. But why though? Because the Lord, Abraham said, if there be one righteous.
Right.
So it didn't get destroyed until he was taken out of that land.
Right.
You know? So the ultimate destruction won't come until the elect are taken, and that's going to happen simultaneously. That's why it says the righteous will scarcely be saved. You know? I'll get it. You got it. Yeah, you got it.
Speaking of Lot, it says Chile legalizes same-sex marriage at what political moment?
And that's Jay. Who's talking about Naphtali? You know?
When they got a U.S. They always put a U.S. Person in.
Oh, wow.
So it'll be of Naphtali, but it's U.S. funded
Behind it.
FJ down there.
Yeah. See.
And that proves that everywhere he saw gold, it turned to shit, man.
Border wickedness.
Yeah, man. Everywhere, everything that Esau does, damn.
It's all good.
Yeah, everything that Esau does and touches, all right, it turns from gold into dirt, man. To shit.
Esau's a fly. You know, flies are attracted to shit.
Yeah.
We're like bees, attracted to that sweet honey.
That's right.
You know.
Well, life, because bees bring life. That's why they call it the birds and the bees.
Right. Exactly.
All right, because it's called pollination through the seed and blossoming. You know, and the flies only come for dead shit. Oh, Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies.
Right.
Yep. That's Esau.
Yep.
No, so lucky we're dealing with high winds out there, man. It's supposed to get worse.
Yeah, round 1, which is already past 1.
They got shit going everywhere.
Shit, it could be Esau with the hurt, you know? Like this dude be, come on, man. Like you got, like Esau's the God of this world. He can do anything right now, man. You know?
Anything the Lord makes him do.
Right.
Was
it more in that? Yeah, Bishop.
Yeah, I got Jeremiah.
I told that. He wouldn't get next week.
This is Matthew 24 and 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Going back to that article, you know, Joe Biden, Brandon is considering, you know, launching nukes, man, upon Russia over them having problems with Ukraine. You know.
But that's a foreign problem.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it really is.
That ain't your problem.
But what they're trying to do is they're trying to make a chess move and put nukes in Ukraine, missiles, so they could hit, so that Moscow could be in striking range. So so they're forcing Russia's hand.
You really are.
Which that proves that America's the modern day Rome, because while they're over here trying to deal with Russia and Ukraine, they're also trying to deal with China and Taiwan.
Yeah.
When China, they said we vow. All right.
Yep.
They said we vow to shoot on sight.
Yeah, man.
Shoot this shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna be throwing more than egg rolls, man.
I believe it's China. I believe, but you got China. They're having drills and practicing shooting at U.S. warships, man. Come on, man. They're like, listen, man. The Great War, World War III is about to happen, man. You know, these people, these nations are moving so strategically. You know, by Shema Shai. You know,
and that's why you're seeing more talks of the MOTV with Elon Oak Tree Musk.
Right, yep.
You know, because Elon means oak tree, and going back to the garden, remember it said, regard not the tree.
Yeah, yep.
The strange fruit, man.
You got Mr. Gates with the apple.
Yep.
You know, so that's
Yep.
beautiful.
And it's bitten. It's not whole, it's bitten.
And they indulge.
Yep. And that's how you got everybody on board with this now.
Right.
You see? So everything's happened simultaneously and systematically according to prophecy.
That's right, man.
Okay? This is all by design of the Lord. So
Right.
we're over here like a child waiting for the school bell to ring.
Right.
We're watching the clock. We ain't even listening to fucking
Right.
the teacher, because the teacher's vocab.
Right.
Ain't gonna learn nothing from their ass. So we looking at the clock, man. You know?
I'm sorry, you got
No,
it.
you got it, bro.
School's out at 3. Listen, man, it's 2:59.
Hey, no. School's out forever.
Right. School. Right. Right, man.
School's out forever, man.
Right.
You know?
And what's the more than that?
Yep.
That was going right about there.
Yeah, but just the verse though. It says Matthew 24:6, and ye shall, and look at the people. We hear wars. Ain't nobody tripping. Ain't nobody saying what's going on. But they need to see a missile in the air to hop on the comment board, like the brother in Hawaii,
Yeah.
man. That's the elder of the church out there. You know?
Shalom.
Yeah, shalom to those beloved brothers, man.
All you like.
Yeah, all the brothers.
Hey, man, and quick testimony in the world. Like before the truth, listen, man. I remember you had that run between Hillary and Trump, and then they was like, if Hillary wins, it's gonna be nuclear war. I was scared as shit, man. I'm like, man, fuck, I don't want to be burnt up here, man. So so I was like, so I was installed with that fear by the Most High, before the truth. So sorry, you got it. So when Trump won, I was so fucking alleviated, massive. Woo!
Say we got more
Hey,
time.
we are tired.
But is this the last Trump?
That's not spiritual, because I actually thought she was going to win.
Yeah.
I thought that bitch was going to win, so prophecy could pop off.
Right.
We was talking about that at camp. Buffalo, I believe.
Man.
And then you just had Hillary crying, reading her victory speech. And in the spirit, I took that as that's the fat lady singing.
Wow.
You know, what's that saying in the world? It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Yep.
That bitch was, excuse my language, she was singing, man. I would like to think. I was like, this is spiritual. This is like Babylon, crying out.
Right.
The virgin, it looking bad, man. And it reads, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Yep.
Now, when you go to the translation, I believe it's like NLT or NIV, the word for rumors is threat. So you should hear threats of wars. And then the Lord said, don't make a vow if you can't live up to it.
Right.
And Moab said, I'm going to live up to this. I vow to shoot on sight.
What the Lord is doing is he's putting angels to work on their minds to make them, beat their plowshares into swords,
right.
build up their nuclear capability to get ready, man. Because everybody knows eventually you're going to have to go to war with the Horde.
Hell yeah.
And then Iran came at America and said, we gonna put sanctions on you for your treatment against blacks.
Oh, they also say we're gonna break your teeth, which that's scriptural. That's prophecy, actually. That's what King David prophesied, I believe.
America's done, bro. The American Edomites have no damn clue about that happened to him, man. Like America right now is slowly but surely going down the drain.
Yeah, Esau's scared, bro. They know they're losing their kingdom. That's why they walk around with, like they fucking shook.
Yep. And
Yeah, so embrace it.
Exactly, and that's why these Edomite elites are going so hard in the paint to further establish his new world order.
But Esau don't got a pivot game.
Right.
So he may be in the paint.
Right, but he not right.
He don't got nothing. Yeah, he don't got no fadeaway. Right. He don't got no pivot. He's trying to draw fouls, being the accuser of thy brother.
Right.
That's only gonna work, and then he's gonna shoot a free throw like Shaq and miss. You know what I mean?
Man,
bro, it's laid out before us, man.
It's over, man. Game over.
He's like that guy that you don't want the ball.
Yeah. Give me the ball. Don't give him the ball.
As soon as he get the ball, he shoots it.
Right.
Shoot the J. Oh, he's like the dude in what's that movie with Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston? When meet Polly or something.
Damn, I need to talk about
with the weird, Along Came Polly. The dude was like raindrop, and he was just missing the shit. That's Esau for you, bro.
Man.
Well, he's a sniper. He could never.
Yeah, man.
That's why Jake been in Duncan.
Yep. Finishing off, and it reads, it says, see, that ye be not troubled.
Right, don't be troubled because guess what? Yahweh Shai got us. You know, because these threats and these these judgments is not for us, man. You know, it's not for the sincere worshipers of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, keep that faith. You know.
Yeah, because there ain't no curse that says, and then after all these, you're going to die in World War III.
Right.
Now, there's a prophecy of Jacob's trouble. We understand about the 2/3. But remember, that's why Paul said, curses every man that hang on a tree. So we don't got to worry about the curses no more, man. We already got our ass whooping. That's why it says, this is our last captivity, Lamentations.
Yep, that iniquity have been
accomplished.
That's right.
I shall no more be carried away into captivity.
Right,
I was
man.
right.
Now I'm gonna visit Esau.
Right.
Now I'm gonna get that. Now
Right.
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah,
Right.
man, don't worry.
Yeah.
We're sons. He said, I whooped your ass, put you in the corner for a few minutes. Now I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Yep.
He ain't my son.
Yep. Because it's like the scene in Rush Hour 2 with John Cheadle. He was at Chris Tucker. He said, first I'm going to whoop your ass. That's Jake.
Yep.
He said, I'm going to whoop your ass. And that was Moab.
Yep.
Well, Jackie changed it, Jake,
Yes,
but
Jake,
for
right.
spiritual. But that's, you know what I mean? He's like an angel. First he was over here. Now he's over there.
Right, man.
And that's what the Lord did when David numbered Israel. He had him go into the threshing floor of Jebus.
Yep.
And now he's got the pestilence on Esau, the flesh-eating bacteria, the zombie deer, you know, the grievous sores through the image,
Big O.
the big O,
Oh,
you know.
man.
And we ain't talking about Otis Redding, man.
Mariana.
Yeah,
Esau's
he got that
getting
Omarion. He dancing to Omarion.
Esau's get confounded on all levels, man. Now here it is. You are highly trusted in Esau's science, but it backfired on your ass, man. You know. And then what's that video you showed me last night about how it says that they're sheeple, you know?
Oh yeah. You got a lot of spokespeople basically spilling the beans without saying it, and they said for us to get people the image, it's like leading sheep into the gate.
That's it.
So what you and then why you think that y'all people call your children kids? All right, the whole reason for you being called a kid was because back in the day in the 19th centuries, criminals would kidnap children, sell them to British sea captains, and take them to islands. The movie Pinocchio. Pinocchio was kidnapped, sold to Honest John, sold him, right, and then he took him to the island, and he turned into a jackass.
And that movie's from fucking Disney.
So don't cattle, bro.
Yeah, man.
They don't say do it for the children. They say do it for the kids. And a kid is a baby goat, and a goat is something you sacrifice.
Yep. And right now we got Christmas. What? And what did they say at Christmas? Come on, do it for the kids. Buy them some presents. Fuck them kids, man. You know. Those kids, like people right now, they're openly sacrificing, their kids to Satan. You know?
And then they put the presents in front of the tree, which is a phallic symbol, you know, and then you got to bow down to the symbol to pick up the present, you know, not even realizing that you got a whole idol, man.
Well, before that, you feed it. You give an offering,
Yep.
milk and cookies, you know, so you're feeding it. That's why it was told in the story, the history of the Bell and Dragon. Daniel, like, look, man, they eating that shit.
Right. At night.
And that's what they doing, you know.
That's what you do. You know, I did it. You know, you put out milk and cookies. I'm gonna eat this shit as soon as they go to sleep.
Yep.
Right.
Some family did it.
Right.
You know, but not realizing the Lord is displeased at that, man. That's actually you actually making the Lord angry.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
the Lord could burn your damn house down, man. You know.
That's why a lot of house fires are on Christmas.
Yeah.
And then going back to these kids, these little kids are fucking monsters, man. They're monsters. They ain't even children. They ain't even sweet, innocent kids no more, man. They got you, they got them at 14, 15, 11, 12, 13, and now 5. You know? Little ass kids on dating sites and shit, man. They got y'all. You had a walkout with middle schoolers because they said sexual harassment. So they all with this shit, and they said the school ain't doing nothing. But you got over-sexualized young girls with, you know, bouncing around and shit.
Cuties. Remember that shit?
Right.
And on top of that, you got, you know, the alphabet people going in the girls' room dressed as a female touching them.
Well, you had a dude in a skirt rape a girl in the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What the fuck? And then the school ain't doing nothing about it.
Nope.
But y'all keep trusting in Egypt.
Yep. Yeah, man, this place is fucking sick, man. And that's why it says...
So that's why that's judgment for you.
That's right.
If something happens to your baby, that's judgment for you.
Right.
If you fucking drop dead, that's judgment because you trusted in Babylon.
That's right.
You wanted to trust in Egypt, you're going to fall with it.
That's right.
That's your fucking judgment, man.
That's right, man. That's right.
Ain't no Christian church going to save you. Ain't no pastor going to save you. Vocab Malone's going to spread fucking fluoride water on you and now say you're healed.
Well,
It's done.
The Lord just took Nick Cannon's little baby.
Yeah, Nick Cannon's probably sacrificed.
Right, I've seen that. Yeah, probably.
Because how did he get back on top? And now his wild out thing is the 2 6s over his eyes.
Wow. Man, fuck this,
Sold
man.
completely out, man.
See,
Sold
man.
out. And then they did a social ridicule by having him fucking sit down with a rabbi.
Yep.
And then he said, I'm learning from you. Deaf to him. Deaf to him. And his 18 baby mothers, man.
Man.
Jakes are sellouts, man.
And that's why he says, what shall a man gain if he loses his soul, man? You know?
He's going to gain an ass whooping.
He's going to get some fire on his fucking face.
He's going to gain a miserable life.
Yeah, man.
You know? And that's what they get. A little more, it says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass,
Yep.
but the end is not yet, for nation shall rise against nation.
Yep. The U.S. versus Russia, you know? Right now, Joe Biden, he's ready, you know?
And kingdom against kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yep.
All these are the beginning of sorrow.
Beginning of sorrows, and guess what? America is in a very light famine right now. You know, I don't know if that car was still out there in the water, but guess what? You know, people right now, they're not gonna get that great Christmas dinner no more. You know, that's
It's in a can now.
rice in the fucking can, turkey, right? You know, this shit
Turkey
is through.
ass.
This shit is fucking through, man. You know, famine, pestilences. You got this whole baloney 1.9 thing going on, and now they're saying, that new variant. You know, and that's all the fucking, what's that? A build up to the MOTB.
Well, that's just a cover up for the people who took the Jim Jones juice.
Mhm.
Oh, now they got it. You know, this is the perfect plan when you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just say it's a new variant. You know,
Right.
But the Lord opens us up to it, so we're like Ip Man, like, you know what I'm saying? We own all that.
Well, he's done that with everything. iPhone 1, 11, 8, PS1, 2, 3, 4. You know? You're right, 5. Gosh,
The
dang.
new best thing. This is it.
Get the Jordans 11s. So I told the 3s.
This came out already.
But get the 11s. They're the 3s.
Right.
This just proves like people are so gone, man. You know, like people do the same shit every fucking year.
Well, he'll give you Dr. Pepper, and then he gives you Dr. Pop.
One thing,
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, he gives you Coca-Cola, then he gives you RC Cola. Like, what the fuck? He gives you Sprite. This is Sierra Mist.
Right. That's right.
Yo, man.
Everything, man. Progressive, Allstate, like
Yep.
goddamn.
Yep.
And that proves that America is no more. It's a big ass business, a corporation, if you will, corporate America.
With the same product.
Mhm.
He just keeps twisting it or changing the color.
That's right.
We're going to the article. This is from shitheadthefanplan.com. Ruling class talks of nukes won't rule out a nuclear attack on Russia.
Oh, can you read it one more time, Bob? Sure.
Who's the ruling class?
Ruling class talks of nukes, and they won't rule out a nuclear attack on Russia.
It said won't rule out a nuclear attack on Russia, man.
This is on the 8th.
Wow.
The 11th.
Man, this is a few days ago, man. All right, hey, man, prophecy speaking. Give me have 2 and 3, because right now, like, listen, man, you got U.S. You got articles out, man. You got everything going on right now, but people are not realizing that they're living in the last days. You know, they're in a fucking gross darkness, thinking about tomorrow, man. Thinking about the fucking 25th.
One thing about these people, man, they believe anything.
They really do.
You know, they believe anything.
Yeah, they're naive.
They
Yeah.
won't do their own research. They're stubborn as hell. You know?
Well, no, it said December 8th, right? Well, 8 is a number for the Masons. They use that number, and then when you break an 8 down, it's 2 3s. You know, it's 3 on one side. You put 2 3 together, it's an 8. So it's all set up, man. And the Lord brought to fuck you Masons up that are in the Israelite community too, man. You know, the fraternal brotherhood.
And they use 88 for Hitler.
Yep. You said this Jake died at the age 33.
Yeah, 2 of them actually. 2 of them. A ball player and a rapper.
All these 3 of them. It always happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hide.
Yep. Why you getting that? Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
He got it.
Which one you want?
Start from the top and go to the 3.
Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
We're doing that right now. All right, upon our watch, like the articles, you know, constantly surfing the web, you know, about prophecy, you know.
And it says, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
And guess what, man? Listen, man. When we heard this word, it was like, oh shit, like a what's that? Like a surge, it got linked, you know. It was like, man, we gotta listen, man, we gotta get out here and do the work, you know. Like shaking the spirit, if you will, you know.
Spiritual heals.
Right, it's right about it.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
It will not tarry. Meaning what? Listen, it's not going to happen. You know, it is going to happen. All right. And what's the vision? These great prophecies. All right. And right now, you got prophecy of the third world. You know. Back in the article. Yeah, Bible show.
It says, a senator in the U.S. says he won't rule out attacking Russia with a nuclear weapon. Republican Mississippi Senator Roger Wicker said it was a possibility. If there was a conflict with Ukraine, I would not rule out military action.
Oh, wow.
I think we start making a mistake when we take options off the table. So I will hope the president keeps that option open on the table.
Right. So guess what? You know, they're prepared, man. You know, their mind is fully set in them. You know, what's the word? To wage war on Russia, if you will. You know, a great nuclear war. You know.
It says, isn't it interesting how the rulers talk about war, destruction, and death so freely and easily, when they aren't the ones that are going to do the damage or be on the front lines?
I was just about to say that, bro, because I was thinking about when the scripture says king, you know, he counts the cost.
Yeah.
So it's like, how the hell are you talking about war, but is your ass about to go over there and fight?
Right.
You know? Is you about to suit up and boot up?
I don't know.
You know? But that's Esau for you. Just nuke him. Just nuke it. You know?
Right.
Piece of shit.
It says, when Caputo asked for military action against Russia would comprise, Wicker said it could mean that we stand off with our ships in the Black Sea and we rain destruction on Russia's military capability.
Well, you just had another article saying that it's rumors that China has multiple ships out that have nuclear capabilities on these ships. Yep. So, hey, Esau, you're sealing your fate, bro. You know, all you are is fucking Jake Paul trying to go into a fight. And you're going to get that real fight, man.
Tyson.
Yeah. Well, that one, he backed out, so now it's Tyron Woodley again.
Again?
Yeah. So, and Lord's will, he does get knocked out. So then we can use that as a spiritual example.
It says, I would not rule out American troops on the ground, the senator declared, adding that the U.S. also shouldn't rule out first nuclear option against Russia.
And it just said it will not rule out U.S. troops on the ground. Well, you just had a bill that they want to pass where they want to draft women for war.
Yep.
So everything is now, dots are connected. Oh, that's why they said that. Oh, that's why they pushed that. Because it's all a pre-plan. So when the deal goes down, everything's legally ready to rock and roll. You know?
Right.
It says we don't think it will happen, but there are certain things in negotiation.
Well, don't lean on your own understanding then. All right? We don't think it will happen. You know? That's why it says, where's the wise men at Teman? You see? There's a lot of things you didn't think that were going to happen. That's why your ass is going to try to push peace and safety, and then sudden destruction falls upon you because you didn't think that destruction would happen.
But there are certain things in negotiations. If you're going to be tough, that you don't take off the table. And so I think the president should say that everything is on the table.
Well, when Putin was talking to Biden, dumbass Joe Biden time, he couldn't even figure out his mic. So he wasn't even really able to talk to Putin like that. So that's spiritual to show you what? That in the times coming, talking won't get you out of this situation. Right. We won't be able to hash it out.
That's right.
Because you've been doing that for years, man. Esau's been allowed to use his words to smooth shit over like butter, right. But that pan keeps getting hot, man.
Right.
So the swords is going to be drawn, man. It's long overdue. And you ain't going to get a 3-peat on this one, man.
That's right.
You know? You ain't going to be able to win this war.
That's right, man.
Prophecy says otherwise.
Got another one. This is from ZeroHedge.com. It says there are growing fears that China could be hiding missiles in container ships worldwide.
Right. It said what growing fears. And guess what? Guess what, America? You listen. Like best believe that China is going to launch those missiles. Because why? Because you get a preset.
Yeah, I was looking for one if you want.
Okay. Give me real quick. Jeremiah 50 and 25, I believe.
Gotcha.
Because those missiles, what the army of the Lord, all right, the Lord's the Most High's indignation, if you will, okay.
This is Jeremiah 50
and 25
and verse 25. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has opened his armory and had brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the word of the Lord power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
Right, man. The work of the Lord. Okay. This is all being done through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. Missiles. Great and heavy artillery. Okay. Listen, man. These nations are not going to let up on the horde. All right.
It says, come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Yep. Let nothing of her be left.
Yep, right. Be left. And just like in Malachi 4:1, it said what? Neither root nor branch. Everything here is going to be it's going to turn to ashley, man. It's going to be what's the word? Incinerated, if you will. Okay.
Obliterated.
Right. Obliterated.
Annihilated.
Demolished, man.
Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon to declare in Zion the vengeance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, our power, the vengeance of his temple.
Right. And that's right, baby. Because in Rev 18 it says what? It says that Most High, it says that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to avenge his men, his servants, his prophets and apostles. Matter of fact, want to get that real quick. Okay. The brother got a precept though.
Yeah, it's like I was looking for it. We were going into it. Yeah, I should have just quoted, but I believe it is the same Psalms where it says the heathens imagine a vain thing, but it says Moab shall be my wash pot.
I believe it's Psalm 69.
It's a six. I was right there. Yeah, but I was just going into it because he was talking about Moab. It says Moab's going to be the wash pot. Moab's going to. So China's going to play a major part. Go on.
That's right. And guess what, man? These Moabites are not effing around, man. Lying like men of Moab. Okay, and guess what? I believe this year or last year they made a bomb called what? Moab bomb, the mother of all bombs, man.
Then Esau said, "Well, I made Moab."
Oh no! Then Trump said, "Well, we made the super duper."
Oh, missile.
He made the super duper missile. That is very childish.
That's proud and petty, man.
You got the Rev.
Yeah.
You wanted the 18?
Rev 18.
20 about the apostles?
Yeah.
You want the Moab one real quick? This is Psalm 60. This is Psalm 60 and 8. And it reads, Moab is my wash pot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia, triumph thou because of me.
That's right, man. You know, how about Shimon Shai? He's going to use Moab, to do his dirty work, if you will, and take out Edom. And right now the earth said what? It said that Moab got nukes inside cargo ships, man, waiting. All right, on standby.
Well, that's very spiritual because America was built off import-exporting,
right.
And then Moab got in cahoots with America, so Moab was given permission to pretty much ship whatever, wherever, whenever he wants. So a part of that shipment could be pestilences, and then on top of it, the ultimate pestilence being the nukes.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect strategic move. Yes, we'll bring you Nike, white man. We'll bring Nike, white man.
Ooh.
But that fucking Nike ship, you know what I'm saying? They got missiles in it, man. Yes, white man. Egg roll.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well,
They
this
gonna
is
fry their
Revelation.
ass up.
That's right.
This is Revelation 18 and 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has avenged you on her.
Right there, it said, that proves two things. So, you just had vocab basically say only the apostles can be the 12. He said, well, if Jesus didn't give you that, you can't be an apostle, right? But then right there it says, rejoice over holy apostles. So, if that's talking about the 12, that means the 12 is back here today. So that's reincarnation,
right.
And that cuts his ideology, man. Christians losing bad, bro.
Right, man.
Christians are losing bad, man.
And that's why you hop out Shimon Shai soon. He's gonna stop your mouth, man. Because so long you've been scoffing at the apostles, and the elders, man. Guess what? Yahweh Shimon Shai is not going to allow that to happen anymore.
Well, he was scoffing against the Lord. He
Right.
said he was a private eye for Yahweh Shai.
Oh my God.
The Lord might take his eyes, man.
Right.
There's going to be blackouts. I wouldn't be surprised if there'd be power outages. One might knock down the street.
It was one out there in Parenton recently. Yep.
Hit somebody's house.
Mm-hmm.
All type of shit like that.
Right when we were having a conversation, how the Lord gonna cut the nigga woman lights off.
Yeah,
Because
right.
she offended the brother, man.
Yep.
And we was going into it, and then, boom, man. That was the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord about to send power outages out there.
But we gonna have lights.
Your people are going to have to make a choice between to heat your house or to heat. Because the heating bill is going up.
And the love of many wax cold.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna be sharing blankets with your loved ones because
Yep.
friends are fighting like enemies. This whole thing's about the split wide open, man.
Yeah, man.
The fantasy of your delusions, what you claim to be your reality, is about to crash, man. It's just gonna hit hard,
Right.
and it's gonna expose how Americans have never been set and put as a prospering people in society, whether up or down.
Right,
Because all you've
right.
been given is ups. All you've been given is the winning tickets. So now in a time of struggle, and how to move with wisdom, you're going to lack all that.
Right.
Because you were never trained and given that. You see, you were babied, you were coddled,
Pampered.
you were spoon-fed, fast food and raunchy meals. Now you're overweight, you overthink, you don't know what to think, and you stink.
Yeah, you smell very bad.
So when the drama comes down, when the issues hit the fan, when the shit starts flying, you ain't gonna know what to do.
Especially for you women when
Oh,
no more
man.
social media, it's a wrap, man.
Yeah.
No more tampons to use. No more makeup, hair products.
Well, I watched this show called Survivor. If any of you brothers want to watch something, because sometimes you gotta watch other things, just videos. But I've been watching Survivor, and in that show, the women are the first ones that look bad, man. Because America has put women on this fathomable lifestyle, with filters, makeup, because they wear makeup for what they're lacking. So when they're given a raw situation, the women, they're cheering because they get a bowl of rice, but they got hairy armpits, their legs look bad, their bodies, and you can see the women that got all the implants, they look bad, bro. So that show is a great example to show you how people will look in a survivor situation, okay? In a real life situation, they look bad.
And that proves that this is a man's world, man.
You have the nigga woman sitting by the water, and she took sand and was just filling her mouth full and was trying to brush her teeth. She looked crazy. And then the nigga woman in Survivor in fucking Tahiti tries to conspire against the Israelite man saying he was trying to rape her. But this B word is sleeping with him at night to stay warm. And then they end up voting her ass off the island. So that goes to show you, in the day of Survivor, the lies of the black woman is going to fail, the vintage, and then there's going to have to vote her ass out. You know?
That's why you got that famous term, survival of the fittest. And guess what? These chicks are not fit out here, man. You know? They're open season, okay?
Hey, that's why it says a man shall be as a hiding place, man.
Right.
The Israelite elect man. Because even these men are garbage too, you effeminate dirtbags.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Push holes.
Yeah, man, your man buns.
And buns. You know, you fucking diamond tight neck chokers and shit.
Fitted jeans.
Little nasty extra.
Yeah.
Fucking nail polish, man.
Walking with a swish. What the
Grown
fuck?
ass man, taller than me, switching. The fuck?
I was at work the other day and there was a 6'4", 8" Jake, and a nigga looked like a fucking Baps.
Oh, God.
Black ass, what's that? Black ass princess, was it?
Some shit like that.
With Halle Berry.
Beautiful African princess.
Yeah.
Some
And then the niggas had a nerve to call him Miss, and he said yes.
Wow.
And he had a voice worse than mine. He was like, "Thank you." I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's like that GameStop.
Oh, that's fair. I just think
It's ma'am.
Oh, man. That's fair,
It's
bro.
ma'am.
He said, that shit was funny as fuck. He said, no, we don't have that, sir.
He said, "It's
Hey,
ma'am."
but guess what? In World War III, America's gonna get fucked up.
Well, you got, my bad, brother.
You gotta go
but
back.
you got those alphabet people in the military too.
Boom.
You know, so the military is a fucking joke,
Bro,
man.
it's a goner. You know?
That's probably why they're saying they need the nukes. So the Lord, he broke down Esau's military through giving abominations rights, which ultimately weakened the military, which would lead to the general saying, "Just nuke them."
Right.
Because
Wow,
we can't send them in there.
Right.
Just nuke them, man. It's a hotbed.
He looking at his platoon like, what the fuck?
Just nuke 'em.
Right, man.
I'm ready to put me in, coach.
Then we got the brother over there. He's telling us how the juicy juice, they drinking that juice.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep. Having fucking Caesars and shit, man.
Harlem Shake.
Yeah, man. But guess what? Like, come on, constantly got Esau, you know, through his illusions media, he's saying this variant, that variant, this amount of people. But guess what? People are dropping like flies, man. You know, people are dropping like fucking, flies out here, man. You know, and then top of that, people are still taking it.
They drop like islands.
Yeah, man.
It's said 1,000 on one side,
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
10,000 on the other.
Yep.
So damn. Oh yeah, we're in those times. It was a little more.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, read to the last verse about the military.
Okay.
Rev 18 and 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai had avenged you on her.
Who else is rejoicing? Saki, bro.
No, you gotta
Who, in the world of what you call religion, because even the word religion is found in our scriptures, you know. But in the world of religion or holy texts, who is out here hastening the end of this? Now religion is serve two masters. I'm Christian, but I'm a devoted fucking person in America.
Yep.
They want to stay successful in America, but they believe in the Bible. That shit don't make sense. You know, even the Israelites in captivity wanted their homeland back. So the notions that people walk in, it doesn't make sense in the world of the scriptures.
Right, it really
You
does.
know?
That's right.
As us as Israelites, our desires as the disciples, are you going to restore now the kingdom back to Israel?
Right.
No Christian is in the spirit of, please come back and restore righteousness on earth.
They're not even in the spirit to rule. They just think, we're going to die. We're just going to float in the heavens.
Yeah.
But the prayer says, "Thou will be done on earth as it is in heaven." What does that mean? You never asked that question, you know?
Well, the one Christian name, the channel, his name is What Does It Mean? He didn't even know Paul's nationality. But they had a nerve to go to the elders of Great Millstone, to their camp, to their church, and
Right.
interrupt their church. And you don't even know the nationality of Paul? What the fuck, man?
They're embarrassed.
The scriptures say a fool's mouth calleth for strokes.
Yeah.
In the Galatians, it says, "He went to my kinsman of my brother."
Yeah, man. That's why, like, a lot of you Christians, man, are gonna get judged. You know, that's why it says, woe be unto them who desire the day of the Lord, man, because, you know,
What end is it for you?
Right, you know, because they think that, you know, he's gonna just come down from the sky, a fucking white man, you know, and give out roses and give out hugs and, you know, kisses and shit, man. Nah. It says, sorry, you got it.
Christians are gonna get beat with a cross, choked with a rosary, and get smacked with a fucking Guadalupe statue.
That's right.
You know?
That's right,
That's
man.
what's gonna happen to Christians.
That's right.
You're gonna call upon Jesus, and Jesus ain't gonna help you.
That's right.
You know?
It's gonna be some fucking foreign troop named Jesus. You know?
Singing G.M.S. I had a dream like that one time. The troop kicked in somebody's doors, making them sing G.M.S.
Oh, shit. Damn.
They gonna be mocking you niggas,
Man,
man.
they really are, man.
Black women, they gonna be singing whatever Nicki Minaj,
Yeah.
Cardi B song.
Show me that walk now.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what they gonna do, bro. They showed you that on the first Purge. The niggas came up in there with blackface, mocking you. So how much more than coming in there with rap, nigga?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's in Psalms.
You know? Yep.
They required us a song by the river.
Yep.
No?
This is Ezekiel 9:4, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
What's that mark, all right? That mark of redemption, all right? The why. Okay, and going back to Rev 18, verse 20, it said, rejoice over her, the holy apostles and prophets, you know? And then these men right now that's going to rejoice are what? They're sighing and crying because they know how bad it is here, man. All right? This place is fucking hell, man.
Frustrating.
Just like the brother Gabar would say, hell is a cold place. You know, it's fucking cold out here, man. There's no mercy out here. You know, you got bills on top of bills on top of bills and bills, financial issues. You got females over you, all right, at your job. You know,
Wicked females.
Yeah, wicked females at
Wicked.
that.
They're the women that are in power are not for our betterment as men.
Right.
Okay? You're not for our betterment, you're furthering our oppression.
Yeah.
You're furthering our affliction, man. You fucking go to school and you drink the juice and you bang the fucking gavel and you heighten the child support. You heighten labor laws, you know? You push more restrictions on the Israelite men. You show no mercy. And then you go online and you shake your body and ass and tits and tease men and have your inbox filled with nothing but men desiring a woman. This is what you do. This is what you produce. Then you push your opinions. Then you disrespect the men while we're already being disrespected on these streets. And now you've joined them. Now you've joined hand in hand with the wicked. So you shall fall with the wicked. Because all you wanted to do was uphold Egypt. The same Egypt that oppresses us and pushes women worship. Now you black and Hispanic and Native women are idols. And the Lord is going to do away with you idols.
Right.
That's right. The extreme judgment is going to happen to women.
Right, man.
Extreme judgment. You know, that's why if a woman leaves you, she's committing suicide.
Yep.
You know, she's just committed suicide.
That's why it says that she's gonna be as a minor in the street, man. You know, as shit as dumb.
Look
Because
at
guess what?
spirit.
Right, yeah. That's right. Wow, call like about small shot, man. That's the omen right there, man.
Right.
A lot of you females, a lot of you wicked women, and wish like they're not even women. Like
Yeah, woman means a female servant.
Yeah, man. They don't fucking serve us, man. They serve fucking daddy master
Yeah,
Esau.
they serve Esau.
You know, and that's one thing too. Like proud as black woman, you know. Like if she see you, you know, she won't say hi to you,
Nope.
smile at you. But
Nope.
guess what? Master Esau coming in. Oh, how you doing, Brad? How you? Hello, Tanya. Oh, I got that for you.
She'll let him pop her.
Yep.
You know? But you gotta do all this shit. You gotta take her out. You gotta buy this. You gotta pick her ass up.
Yep.
You gotta bow down.
You gotta bow down to her.
She not a fucking virgin, man.
Well, 1,837 other men, you know, just happened to be at the club that night, you know, and had the right trending fitted, and now he's fucking locked in for the night.
Right. And that's just one thing that we sign cry about, man. All right.
Because that's our right as men.
Right.
You know?
It says that the woman is the glory of a man. You know, but these women aren't women, they're bitches because a bitch is a shameless person. Shameless, you know.
Same thing. Yeah. Right. You know.
I got a quick one. Ecclesiastes 1:18. For in much wisdom is much grief.
Much grief, man. All right, hey man, when back in the world, I wasn't grieved, if you will. I wasn't tripping about living in America. I wasn't vexed, but not coming to the truth of knowing who we are and what happened to us. Like shit, man. Just like the prophet Esdras, he said the heathen are over us. How long, oh Lord? This shit is grievous, man.
And that word grief, it means indignant, which indignant means to be vexed or angry with injustice. We're vexed and angry with injustice. And speaking on the women, because you do have a very small percentage of our women that are in the right spirit, but a lot of the women that are in the right spirit are older women. Yeah. The older Jake women that are righteous black activists, you had this one sister, she came out and said, us as women need to stop requiring from our black men what the white man is taking from him.
Yep.
You motherfuckers. I need a man that got this and that. Don't you know he ain't allowing me to get it? He ain't allowing me to get it. Fuck you, man. Excuse me, man. But that's how the anger of the Lord is fed up, man. It's fed up. It's 2021. How much more whoredom can you go? Like just fucking walk around naked there.
Right.
Bitch got a fucking floss bikini, 3 strings,
But keep that same energy.
Yep.
Because now what's happening is that women are being sex trafficked at a higher rate than ever. They're being followed home and stalked at a higher rate than ever. So hey, you keep that energy.
Yeah.
And how are we supposed to feel? That's why the Lord said, pray not for these people. Because as we're sighing and crying about the oppression, the government, what attitude or what spirit can we be in when it comes to our people who are just prancing around the street?
Right.
How much love can we keep giving? This alone is compassion. What more do you need? This alone is compassion, as the scriptures say.
Yeah.
So now you need what? Smooth things? It's like it says, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow. So this is why we're in a sorrowful state. Because we've been increased to find out about the wickedness of our people. Us as men, or what they call heterosexual males, we've been increased on the knowledge of our own women. You don't think we want to be with our women too? We're not saying this in a scorn. We're saying this as righteous rulers looking at the situation at hand for what it is.
It's too much, man. It's fucked up, man.
If we had sons, we couldn't direct our sons to our women. And then you have the fucking nerve to say, my son ain't gonna give him your white woman, but you gonna give him some black gargantua who's waiting to get popped to poke the needle to put his ass on child support. You ain't ever heard of Brittany Jenner?
That's a fucking
Oh my God,
The
bro.
bitch put in her caption on her picture, hide your son.
The fuck? But where the black woman at?
Meanwhile, because she's preying on people, man.
Preying on Jake, bro. And then now the bitch is doing a seminar for young Jakes what to watch out for.
Oh my God.
What?
This place is hell.
So what
man.
am I supposed to do as a man? That's why, man, you be having brothers, that become a eunuch for a while.
Yeah, man.
When I first came into the truth, I was a eunuch for a whole year, man.
That's beautiful.
Through the spirit, though.
That's a beautiful spirit.
A whole year, man.
And what's that term that Yahshua said? Being single-eyed, man.
Yeah.
Cast off more thoughts, man. Because listen, man, these wicked ass females, they give you stress, man. Like listen, man, these chicks are fucking vain, man.
They're not really with us, man.
Yeah, man.
It's like Future said, she's for the streets.
Right.
That's shit true. But hey, that's why she shall be stumped down as the mire of the streets.
That's right.
And that's why Eli said, not your business.
Right. I know a call for that, but real quick, give me Isaiah 3 and 12 off the shop.
I'll read this one last
Yeah,
time.
Ezekiel.
This is Ezekiel 9 and 5. And to the others, there's 2 more, my bad.
Yeah.
And to the others he said in my hearing, go you after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have you pity, slay utterly old and young.
Old and young, man. All right, listen. When it comes to judgment, all right, from Yahweh Shema Shai, age does not matter. Old and young. Even Esau know that. Hey, listen, we gonna juice them up from 5 to 11. You know, 85 and fucking 100 years old. You know.
I believe they said Nick Cannon's child was 4 months old.
5 months old.
5 months old.
It says, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children.
Oh, he was 5 months old. That's probably he probably got his woman probably got bit up. You know. So that was all that shit. Cause he, you know, they said he had a brain tumor.
Yeah.
So where'd that tumor? What caused the tumor? You know.
Right. And the baby though.
And they're probably like, you know, he's already gonna go anyways. Let's just get him.
Yeah, yep.
It says both maids and little children and women.
Both maids, little children, and women. You know, what's that? Job 4:7. You know, it said what? Whoever perish being innocent, man. And guess what? A lot of you wicked ass women are not innocent.
Hell
Go back to what the brother said earlier. A lot of these kids are evil, man. You know, fucking toting guns, smoking weed. You know, 2 years old, smoking, fucking toting cigarettes,
Calling us old.
You got children
Right.
that talk back to their parents.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember when we was doing that growing up. We'll get put through the fucking wall.
Yep.
You know, talking back to your mom and dad. But nowadays,
Take it right down by the lake. Right.
oh,
Right now.
Nowadays the children call the cops on their
Yep.
parents.
Mhm.
Because they don't got the man. You're bugging. That wouldn't happen.
I remember one day my pops told me, said, I'm going to cave your fucking chest in.
Hell yeah.
That shit. Yeah, listen, yeah.
Better relax.
Yeah, man,
Right.
get your ass beat.
But that's why you need that presence there. And then you be like, oh shit, I gotta listen to you. Call the brother.
Back in Ezekiel,
A little more.
It says, slay utterly old and young, and both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men, which were before the house.
I mean, guess what? That's us, man. You know, hey, Lord's will, man. You know, and wish we believe that. You know, the hopeful elect. All right. The men of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, that stand so stiffly for Him. You know, because right now people, you know, people are not, you know, what's the word? Acknowledging or regarding the ways of the Most High, you know, but the prophets and servants, man. And that's why it says these men are going to rejoice over the destruction of Babylon. All right, because right now people are not, you know, like they're not signing crime, man. You know, they're not taking thought of, you know, the ways of the Most High, man. But we are, man. You know.
Yep. It's Isaiah 3. Let me read this real quick to Spirit. This Isaiah 2:12. I'll start at 11. It says, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low.
Ooh, and what do it say, man? Pride goes before destruction, man. People here are proud, man. Especially these women, man. People here are proud, man. All right, 2/3 Israelites, man. Hell, even Israelites, you know, amongst the truth, so-called, man. All right, they're proud. You know, constantly serving the world while still so-called serving the Most High. All right, but guess what? The Most High is not mocked, man. You got niggas in the truth doing all kinds of things. Being rebels. You know, blaspheming. You know, that's pride. You know, that's great pride. But guess what? How about Shema Shai is going to stop your mouth and humble you? You know.
But then we're supposed to be in unity.
Right, unity.
I'm supposed to be unity with a proud demon.
Right, man. Come on, man. Unity. That's BS. And speaking of pride, give me a Bob Shah. Okay, but and then after that, give me the second 850. Gotcha. I'm gonna get that first. Water.
This is 2nd Esdras 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Hey, Slocky, bro. What's that term in the world when they say misery loves company? And guess who's the company? It's people out here, man. Misery people are gonna come together as one. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna bestow great misery upon the people. Because why? Because you got dwelt in great pride. Okay, plain and simple. All right, they're not serving Yahweh Shema Shai. They're serving Satan. All right, and them doing that, the result is what? Harsh judgment. All right. It
says pride goes before destruction, man.
Boom.
Pride ruins relationships, friendships, job opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, they don't want to be out here because they're prideful.
Yeah, very.
It's too cold for me to be out there.
Who are you?
You know?
Like, who are you to say it's too cold for you to be out here? But Esau tells your ass to get out there, and you're going to be out there.
Yep.
Right. For
Shovel.
$16 an hour.
Man.
So he's going to tax and dip in before you get it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, man.
God knows. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid.
Because of their pride, listen, all these things are going to happen very, very soon. Because of what? Because of their pride, man. You know? Because of the lack of goods, because of their pride, because of the being envy of the neighbor, you know? What's that scripture in Matthew? The love of many is going to wax cold, and the word cold means what? Psycho. You know? The Yahweh Shema Shai is going to put psychotic spirits in these people, you know, to be psychotic. You know?
A spirit created for vengeance.
Oh, that's it. Right there. That's it, man.
Continency.
Yeah.
Out your cross shards. How y'all say it?
Yeah, you said it right. Of the cross shards, man. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to wreak havoc, you know, upon America, you know, through these spirits out here, man.
That's why we out here so fervent telling them, just repent. Just humble down. I mean, we know it's only for the elect, but that's what we're calling out to, man. Of course, you're going to have a large number of our people who's going to come in once you see the miracles, once you see the power, because that's just how it's going. That's just how the Lord said the movie is, man.
Right. And guess what? That's the compassion we spoke about earlier. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai is a God of mercy as well, man. But guess what? He's also a God of judgment. All right. It says what? He says, "I kill, I make alive." All right. Balance, man.
We're going back to the power. Yahweh Shai got his notoriety from his miracles.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
his name began to be great.
Right.
You know?
Fame spread.
Yep.
And you know, it's so much that woman, that's a very beautiful account in Luke, where that woman, she was sick for all those years, and she said, you know what, if I could just touch him, I'm going to be okay. You know? So that's when a lot of people going to be coming into the faith, man.
Which is spiritual because that's us. The woman had an issue of blood, and we are referred to as a removed woman.
Right.
So when the Lord healed her because of her faith, that's us being healed because of our faith.
Right, man.
See, people don't have that spirit to equate that to us as a nation. They see woman, and now, well, look, woman. Like, you're very selfish, man. What about our nation?
Right.
Yeah, it says in Jeremiah that thou art a comely and delicate and beautiful woman.
Right.
You know, we're likened unto the bride, and Yahweh Shai is the bridegroom. You know? This is 2nd Chronicles 36 and 15. And Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, the power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people.
Right, guess what? You know, Yahweh Shema Shai always had his men out here, man. Always, man. All right, now word betimes, I believe it means, I believe it means like early, you know, constantly, man. All right, early, man. And guess what? This is the compassion. You know, here it is. You got privacy unfolding. You know, unraveling. You know, in the last days, of the last days. But guess what? Yahweh Shema Shai still got his men out here. You know, so that way you can, repent, man. You know.
Where was Joel Osteen's compassion when there was a storm and flood in Houston?
Through that money.
Huh? Where was that at? And then where's the spirit to be pissed off about it? See, all you people are hypocrites, man. You're hypocrites. You don't have the spirit to really want to get out of here.
Right.
You know what? Why he probably didn't want his ass in there? Because he got money hid up in there.
Yeah.
The fucking plumber just found checks in the wall.
Right.
And he gave his ass like 5% of it, you know,
Yeah.
as a reward.
He was probably putting the money up when they was knocking. Like, just a minute.
Right. Yep.
You know?
See, those niggas are janky, man. You know,
Janky promoters.
fucking right. Yeah, janky that movie, right? Janky promoters, man. You know.
Hey, man, the Lord is putting a spirit on us to desire righteous justice. See, what we're speaking about is justice.
Right, righteousness. At the end of the day, all we want is a kingdom where we can live in righteousness, man.
We want the order.
Without seeing Edomites. Because at the end of the day, it says he shall fade away as a bad dream. Now, of course, we're going to get vengeance. He's going to do 1,000 years of hardcore slavery.
Right.
But we just want a righteous world without looking at your ass.
Right, man.
That's going to be pleasure. You know?
Well, Esau, the whole nation as a whole, they're the cancer of the earth, starting off with the Edomite elites, man. And that's why he says how shall be in a position, he's going to cut off that long disease, man. All right, listen, the whole known world is at his ease because of this damn devil. You know? He got to be taken out, man.
You gotta be cut off.
For real.
They need that chemotherapy treatment.
Yeah.
Shit, well, that's radiation.
Yeah, the
Nuclear.
Yep.
It says because he had compassion on his people.
Right. On his people. All right, not upon Edomites. Not upon. This proves that this word is only meant for the nation of Israel, man. All right.
But Paul said he was an apostle to the Gentiles.
Right.
You know what proves that? The book of Galatians.
Boom.
But you know what else is written in the book of Galatians? Jew nor Greek.
That's right. And guess what? Those Greeks are Israelites, man. All right. And guess what? And also those Greeks, were forced to be Greeks by the actual Greeks through Hellenization. Exactly. All right. Guess what? That shit wasn't soft and sweet. It was great, gruesome, brutal. They hung our babies. You know.
They killed that woman.
Yeah,
because
man.
the woman had some integrity and honor to them. They said, we're gonna sacrifice our sons. They said, okay. And they killed the woman and babies, man. So it got to the point where people were afraid to die. That's really what keeps our people in bondage. They don't understand death.
Yeah. Yep.
Because Esau tells you everybody dies, but not everybody lives.
Yeah.
So he wants you to feel like, man, no matter what, at least I can just experience something in this life.
Yep.
They're not hopeful of the next life to come or eternity.
YOLO.
Yeah. What's that fucking Moloch mascot?
I hate that. I already know you're gonna say it.
You know, pushes that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking demon. Wicked men of Israel, bro.
And this is exactly why the Lord has to destroy you people, especially 2/3, man.
Yes.
All right. You niggas have to go because if you niggas are still here, all right, y'all gonna be still, joining hand with Esau, man. You know, and trying to, uphold Egypt. You know.
Exactly.
There's two reasons why Jake, the 2/3 of Jake, got to go with the nation of Esau. Because Esau was given the earth, so he's got to go so we can rule the earth. Mm-hmm. And then 2/3 got to go so we can rule the earth in righteousness. You see? Mm-hmm. So it all plays out perfectly. Because the right man is devil. All right, well, niggas is devils too.
Yeah.
All right? Niggas is devil too, man. You know? You had a fucking black Christian pastor rubbing Elio Grande's nipple on live television. What was her name? Ariana Grande?
Yeah, singer.
Man's grubbing on her shit, man. During a fucking memorial. You know? I don't know if you brothers remember that shit? He had the whole cuff. And he's just going like this. and God bless. Ready.
Man, see, man, that's one thing too. Like you niggas are worse than Esau. Like for example, like the cops, man. You know, listen, an Israelite cop is worse than an Edomite officer, man. They go full throttle on Jake, man. You know, because why? Because Jake is the pit bull of those Edomite cops, man.
Yeah, you actually. That's funny you said, because to a degree that's true. You actually have. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Where you had not us. We've seen it.
Right.
Where the Edomite cop had to pull the fucking Jake cop away from the citizen. The dude was expressing his amendment rights, and he was like, he's just barking at him, and then he had to pull him off him.
That's enough, buddy. That's enough.
Damn.
Come on, boy. Come on.
That's how you do, man.
Yep.
If you get caught in these prisons, man, they will beat your ass up in there, man. They'll set you up.
Yep.
COs and shit. This is a grimy ass world.
And just like that movie American Skin with my man, I forgot his name, like Nate, something like that. It was a scene. They were in the precinct, and then you had one of the prisoners that was like a black cop was worse than a white cop. You know, so Jake even know, you know.
No, you've heard Jake say that.
Yeah.
Like Jake said, they're in the hood, that are in that life.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, nah. Because somebody was like, so what are you saying? We need more black cops? He was like, hell nah.
Yeah.
They worse. They do us worse. You seen the one cop, it was like in Baltimore, he walked up to the Jake sitting and just started wailing on him. And they fired his dumb black ass. That's what you get. You know? Because you got a lot of Israelite men and women in the police force being fucking demons. You know how demonic the Spanish black women are as police?
Oh man, we see
Holy shit, bro. You want to talk about a scary sight? She not only got the America behind her, now they gave her ass a badge and a gun.
Done. You gave a baby a pair of scissors to run around with, man.
Give an unstable creature
When he said, now you could kill.
license to kill.
Right. Man.
A little more it says, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High.
Yep, the white man gave me food.
Just like right now.
We were standing right here about 2-3 years ago, right? About 3 years ago, a bald-headed Greek. All right, he might have been a Jew, but I call him a Greek, right? No, it's a Greek. Stood right there, walked by with a paper bag, and yelled over while we was talking about MOTB and said, "Wait a minute, fool." And now where is he? Somewhere with 2 X's on his eyes with 3 needles.
He was homeless too.
It says, and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord rose against his people.
Yeah, you know how they misuse you? They'll come up slithering. So, what's Deuteronomy say? The Sarnetta would fucking, that demon polite when they came against our elders. And look at what happened. The law of bearing false witness, man. What he accused our elders of, that befell him. In a very grotesque way.
That's prophecy. The scripture says, he that diggeth a pit shall fall therein.
Right.
So you try and dig a pit for it, Most High will make your ass fall right in.
Yeah,
The pit got so deep you couldn't get out. You was trying to climb out like Batman.
Right.
You know?
That's spiritual too in itself.
You know?
From Esau going into slavery soon, man.
It says, until there was no remedy. There's no, if the Most High, if the Most High don't get rid of 2/3, they're just going to join hand with our enemies and help to destroy
us.
us.
They'll take us out.
Don't you know it was niggas that was helping lead Antiochus into the temple? They let him in. They let him in the city, bro. All right? How do you think he was able to get into the temple? Because he was dealing with wicked priests. You know? It was niggas that built the place of exercise in Jerusalem. Working out naked in Jerusalem, man.
What was Jake that translated the Hebrew to the Greek for the Septuagint? You know?
Man.
It was niggas that helped. It was a Jake in the Roman military that helped destroy in 70 AD.
Well, it was the Buffalo Soldiers that helped Esau take care.
Nobody hates niggas more than niggas, man.
The Judas and the Black Messiah.
You know what shows that? Dave Chappelle or Bixby. Played Bixby.
Yep.
When he took out the fucking KKK man, he was a nigger.
Yep.
And then he divorced his wife because she was a nigger lover.
Oh,
he was
man.
devoted.
Bro.
He was devoted to hating Jake, man.
You know, that shows you that Boone got
Uncle Ruckus.
I hate you, man.
You got a lot of, I'm going to tell y'all something. You got a lot of racist members of Esau that are Jakes, man.
Yep.
They got that real hatred. Those are Jakes up in there.
Like that movie.
American History X is a prime example. That man's an Israelite. And then he got mad because the Edomites weren't banging as hard as he was, so he left them niggas. And then I ain't even tell you what they did. They'd be ashamed.
Yeah.
But they did to him. Then he got out and reformed. His brother, it's all a true story.
Yep.
Then his brother got killed, who's a Jake too, by another Jake. And then he became a police activist. And then he brings out all the racist profiling that the system of America does to black and brown people. Straight in your face. And he looks like a white history substitute teacher.
Yep.
You know? You gotta be spiritual in this thing, man. I'm gonna say this too. You got a lot of Hamites that are Edomites. Okay? So you can't just be like, oh, black, this. You gotta be spiritual, man. You gotta be spiritual. Not all Israel literally is Israel. You got a lot of black running governors that are Edomites, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Really?
The question's out about G.M.S. You know?
Right.
And Candace Owens.
Right, yeah.
You know? You don't know. Then that one big dumb nigga, he went to shake like Biden's hand and he left him hanging on stage.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
like, he smiles and his lip curls on his top of his teeth. You know? I don't think that's a Jake, man.
Got a lot of tears.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
I don't think Jake really understands the severity of a curse.
Right.
Okay? In the world, you heard curse and you were like, ooh.
Oh, shit, right.
But now you hear curse and it's kind of like, read it again. Like, bro, you need to understand. This is a major thing.
It's happening right now.
It's a spiritual judgment that goes on without being seen with the naked eye. all you see is the aftermath of that curse.
Right,
You know,
right.
you don't see the spiritual significance that takes place, man. And that curse is more than black on black crime, because that curse, okay, can happen in the workplace. It can happen through the woman, adultery. You know, it can happen with the family. It can happen financially, physically, emotionally. You know, mentally.
Yeah, man, that's why you just got to use wisdom, you know, soft words, etc. You know, I went to use the restroom at work, and as I was walking back, this Jake was just mugging me, you know, like he wanted to kill me. I just said, hey, what's up, man? And I just kept it moving. Like, you gotta look at me like that. You know, I ain't the one trying to make you drink the juice.
Right.
Demon, demon.
And the Lord's going, the Lord is gonna extinct niggas. Okay? It's 2021. It's 2022. Being what you know as a nigga is becoming extinct.
And then you be a man, you know, people get offended. People are offended at us being men.
Yep.
You know, I had to go talk to this Edomite on the job, and they got offended that I knew how to carry myself. He was like, oh, you know, like they don't like you being smart, speaking up for yourself, none of that.
At my job, this bitch called me a sexist. What the fuck do you mean I'm a sexist? What the fuck? What are you talking about? You know, that proves that the Israelite man's oppressed her, man. You know, we can't have no say so. You know, damn if we do, damn if we don't. But yeah, you got this dumbass creature over here spewing all kinds of things through her neck. You know, that's why niggas and women are gonna perish, man.
Niggas and niggettes.
Right. Niggadoms.
Bitch does everything based upon how she feel at that second. That's it.
Oh, she gonna stay with creatures.
Beware of the nigga people, man.
For real.
That should be a movie.
Beware of the beast man and the nigga people.
Yes. It says, so that the man that is tender and young, that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
It said evil. It said evil, bro, towards his brother. And what did Yahweh Shai say? He said, you gonna know that you are my disciples by the love you show towards one another. You know?
When you look in the translation, that word goes into hostile.
Damn.
So like the brother said, there it is. We live in a country where we are segregated to use the bathroom. Now you can both go in whatever bathroom you want, but now the nigga that was once segregated to use it, he looking at you like, what's up?
Yeah.
A nigga like that gotta go.
Right,
You gotta go.
Okay, what can you do with that?
What building can we get from this? What leveling up can you get? There should be more people mad at black people.
It really should though.
It says, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Yeah, you know, a lot of niggas, they get a so-called decent woman. Just like I showed you on that movie, Pain.
Yeah.
You got that woman pregnant, she said, it ain't mine. You got niggas like that.
Eileena,
Yeah,
she was beautiful.
She was great, man. Look how he did it.
Look how he did
So
it.
you actually have grimy niggas that do women that.
Yep.
And they take it out on everybody.
Yep.
Yep.
And she takes it out on you. Because we actually are genuine beings. You see? We're actually genuine men. Where we know in the spirit the order of things and how to deal with our women. And that's another thing, not to get on women, but the spirit bring it out. We know how to handle our women. You know, we're not just like, Second Timothy! Like, we know how to be with our women because we understand captivity too. The thing is, we need women, but if you're gonna be, she gotta meet you halfway.
Right.
There's too much going on as us as a nation where I can't heal you while we are still being healed as well.
Right.
We need to heal together. You know?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah.
For real, man.
You know?
If she can't do that, she gotta go.
Gotta go.
Because pride, you know, like I said, pride goes before destruction.
And guess what, brothers? It's happened. Okay? Where you gotta go. Straight up knew you're an Israelite, and guess what? You gotta go, man. You're a demon. Alright? I met a few in this truth. Not even looking, it just happened. And I'm like, you gotta go, man. I'm good. I'm good because I know where I'm at in my life and teaching and walking in faith. I don't need you a part of that.
Right.
And you're not trying to change. So take your black ass down the street. That's a black Hebrew Israelite.
Yep. Right. Evil. That's a nigga for you.
Yep.
The nigga people.
Yep.
You know?
You had called for Isaiah 6 and 9?
Yes, I did.
Or 9 is, yeah.
6:9.
Yep, you want that?
Oh, for sure.
This is Isaiah, and it will prove that Jake got demons. We're talking about this, and you could be getting offended right now. Why are you getting offended about a toothpaste commercial if you're brushing your teeth? You see?
It's the gospel. Just get offended for the good news.
The correction.
Right.
You know, it's truth. It's out of love. They say this is compassion. You know, it's supposed to get your ass cut.
Look at David Goggins. If I'm sitting there and I feel overweight and out of shape, and then he's just rebuking fat people, then in my mind, I shouldn't get mad at him rebuking the fat people. I should get mad at the fat.
Right.
You know what I mean? I need to fix something.
Which y'all should look that guy up. You know, he has a beautiful spirit of how to deal with the mental battle. He's just not in the faith.
No.
You know, but he really goes in because he was overweight.
Yeah.
You know, he's struggling. You know, just last week he's an Israelite. You know.
Yeah, he's probably like a war general or an ancient philosopher.
I can see that. Being a great warrior.
Yeah.
He's a fucking
Navy
SEAL.
Oh,
the hardest,
elite.
the hardest of the hard to get into.
Hell,
Navy SEAL
That's
Marine.
way above the Marines. You know, you gotta do all type of rigorous swim tests and shit. Hold your breath for 18 minutes.
You gotta drown.
Yeah.
You gotta actually drown to be in that shit, and then come back. That's a mental
Battle. Yeah.
SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
That's
But hey, it says not many mighty.
Woo! So we had to learn this in the spirit, and then we come across jewels like that, and then we take some of it and use it for us.
Hell yeah, the elders in the chat put me on that, man. That's very powerful.
It really is, though.
You know, it's beautiful. Man, call lawyer.
Call lawyer, Buster.
Have some pain, man.
You ready for that, brother? Isaiah 6:9, and it reads, and he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not.
Yep, they hear us, but you know
They don't hear me though.
Right, they don't hear me though. They don't listen.
Hey, that's beautiful, man. You know, you got ears, but you can't hear what we say.
We had the Jake woman like a camp ago. Oh, when the brothers were here.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
It was terrible, man.
Man, that was
Caught that.
It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
It's embarrassing.
You know?
Man, I caught that too.
And it says, and see ye indeed, but perceive not.
Yep.
Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed.
Be healed, right, man? The Most High got the spirit clogged up right now, man. All right, these niggas, all right, are like, man, they're so far gone, man. All right, because why? Because if you keep going, Bob Bishop, if you keep going, it's like it's gonna say
Verse 11. Then said I, Lord, how long? Right? How long, man?
Right.
How long I gotta deal with this pack of bulls, mini Tekashi 6ix9ines, man? You know, how long do I gotta deal with WAP and you know what I mean? Drill music and blonde tip dread swinging.
That's all you niggas are. It's sagging pants, dreads, and making gun gestures with your hand. That's it.
You're a circus.
You know, you do that on Facebook, you get all the business.
And they're blowing smoke.
You know, put a few blunts on, you're good.
And then if Jake was in the right spirit, World Star would go out of business.
They would fucking burn their company down.
They would file for bankruptcy.
Just like you niggas run up in Louis Vuitton, you should run up in there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you should run up to Jimmy Iovine, all of these guys, man. You know?
Yep. And it reads, how long? And he answered, until the cities, the hoods, right? The projects, the ghettos, the prisons,
The audios, the slums,
gangbangers, the flags,
Jacks, DJs.
until the cities be wasted without inhabitant.
Without inhabitant.
And why? Because you got to kill the man, the woman, and the offspring.
Yeah.
What did Cain say? He said, they put me on to it.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
He said, my daddy was drug dealer. Then my mom would use him. Then he got to beat her up.
Yep.
His first murder he witnessed was from his father.
Yep.
You see, the man, the woman, and the offspring.
Yeah, man. And then that movie shows you how it was basically like a recurring cycle. You know.
Yep.
He became what his father was.
Pow, pow, punk ass.
Yep.
Remember? Don't teach my son how to do drive-bys.
That movie it beautifully shows you the curses that we're under, man.
Yeah.
That a lot of our people, the Lord ain't pull them out of that, so they fall victim to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why at the end, that's what happened to us.
Yeah.
You know? That's why the guy he met in prison, he said, I don't know you.
Yeah.
You ain't right, me. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
He's with his woman, Jada fucking Pinkett.
I heard.
and her entanglements.
Right, no. There's a meme now. No Jada Pinkett from the Gibson Show.
Right.
Damn right.
You got Will Cook Smith. You know, this man. Come on, man.
Which I don't even, I believe that's probably witchcraft. They just probably doing that spirit out in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, they probably could still be together. We don't
Well, they're swingers.
Yeah.
What they didn't mention, which I knew this in the world, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett were open relationships. They were swingers. So that's how they told you they kept the relationship going. They would pop other people.
Shit.
So that's an effing lie, man.
That proves Tupac popped in too. Talking about shit in there. Man, fuck out of here. Man.
Tupac was an industry plant
Right.
battling his sexual preference.
Yeah.
Right, that nigga say he's from the West Coast. The whole time he's from New Jersey.
He was from Baltimore.
He's from Harlem, some shit, right?
Yeah.
East Coast. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Any one of y'all from New York that want to pray me.
Man.
I mean, shit was tight, but hey, he got exposed.
Right. And this is why niggas got to go, man. You know?
Right, he's part of that. He's king of the 2/3.
Yep.
No, that's Johanna.
Yep. And then Drake's king of the soft niggas.
It really is.
Isaiah 6 and
Sakari here preaching.
Sorry, better get it together, man. Isaiah 6 and 11, until the cities be wasted without inhabitants, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate.
Utterly desolate until what? Until the fire devours America. All right, that's how long niggas are gonna be niggas until that fire come.
Man.
You know, listen, that's fucked up, man. You know, hey, listen, man. That's why I call all y'all about Shema Shai that we didn't get left out there in the cold, man. The world.
Woo.
That could have been us. You know, we still could have been in the gross darkness. We still could have been oblivious to Esau's new world order, man. But guess what? We're not oblivious no more. All right, we're not. What's that? 2 Corinthians. Ignorant to his devices.
Yep, to 11.
Mm-hmm.
To his mental thoughts and
Yeah.
perceptions.
Cunning
You know what's
hearts.
beautiful? The Lord's gonna use niggas, man. Because right now niggas are being used to do looting all across America. You
Yeah.
got gangs of niggas run up in stores, Home Depot, Louis Vuitton, all these different stores, taking whatever they want, man. With knives, guns, bats, beating people.
Yep.
Good. Beautiful, man. The Most High's gonna use y'all for to stir shit up out there.
Yep.
So you should be a lion amongst the sheep.
The Lord's finally gonna point you in the right direction.
Direction. There you go.
You know?
There you go,
You don't have
man.
to go out towards him. God's gonna do an about face.
Well, there's
Right.
the spirit Jake has of being a zealot. Nat Turner was a zealot. You know, slave rebellions. That's Jake's spirit to be a rebellious. You know, and they took ships over, countries over, cities over. So expect that. But just the upper hand is Esau and his blessing. You know.
Just like I believe recently, it was an article said that Los Angeles is like the Persian now.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know, I was just thinking of something spiritual, you know, because, you know, we move in the spirit. It's spiritual. This is the first time we've ever had camp where our back is actually turned towards people, which is spiritual because when you turn your back to someone, you know what I mean? That's like,
You're vulnerable.
Part of my back.
no, I'm part of my back. Like, I'm not dealing with you.
Oh, right.
So that's the Lord slowly drawing his hand away. Because next from here, we're going to have to go to parks or side streets because more LDs are coming. So where brothers are at now, that's about to minimize.
It says I shall make a man more precious than fine gold. Who's those top men? Apostles, the elders. You know, there shall be a famine of the word. You know, so the Most High is gonna make men special, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, because this is special. You know, we were talking, you know, spiritually before the cameras went on. You know, the Lord puts a very sincere spirit on us when we come out to camp. You know, where if you have a question, you know, you're reasonable. We deal with you. We deal with you. Hey, we're just doing what we believe is required by us in this ministry. So the mere fact of, you know, the Lord is having us, you know, now look, we're just focused right here, man. Because usually we're kind of more directed out, you know, and that kind of draws in more people to question. But now it's like, this is a private conversation.
Members only.
Right, because right here we got, over here to this side, we're pre-recording, and then on this camera we're going live, you know, and this is only for those that are set up in the spirit to hear what needs to be heard.
That's right.
You know, now you got Odyssey coming out, you know, and we're not charging you. You got all these teachers go to Patreon. It costs money. I got bills I gotta pay.
I don't think you gotta pay for that shit.
I gotta charge. You would charge me?
Ridiculous.
You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, bro. We already got holes in our bag.
Yeah. It said what? Freely receive, freely give.
And I'm going to say this, you only pay for entertainment. You only pay for entertainment, you know? Oh, I'm going to get that fight. Oh, I'm going to watch that game.
Yeah.
So y'all are just entertainers, man. You're entertainers with the Bible, you know?
This is Isaiah 19 and 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof,
Those niggers.
shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua hosts.
You got this big agent who's now the face of BLM. You seen him? It's a new big Judite, which I believe he's an agent. But oh, is it Black Panthers?
No, I'm thinking of Black Panthers.
Oh, but yeah, but there's a new one in New York City, and he got on like NSBC, and he said, "Don't push your white privilege on me." So you know, which I believe he set up, because he said if the plainclothes cops come back, there will be more fires and blood, you know, and riots. So he's already pushing a narrative of chaos, you know. But why? Because he's set up to push that, you know, through the agenda, but through the spirit.
Yeah.
You see, but it's not a black woman now; it's a big black man. All right, so there's a spirit coming out for men to rise up against Esau carnally.
Right.
All right, and he's giving you a platform. All right, Soros, the university, and now you got to go through that door to rise up for freedom. So it's all an agenda, but it's also a prophecy. But Esau, being the god of this world, he has his hands in prophecy unbeknownst to himself. You know?
It's like control chaos, really.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Order out of chaos.
Yep.
Which the Lord is doing order out of chaos.
Man, Esau is in a lot of trick bags.
He said, well, I'm the god of chaos. Right? Loki.
Yeah, yep. The guy of mischief.
It says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt.
And Judah's what? The ghettos now. The slums, the hoods. Compton. All right, or for some others, Bopton.
Long Beach, 55th.
Hudson Avenue, Joseph.
You got a lot of gang members in the Israelite camps.
Yeah.
You know? I saw, I ain't even going to say who, you know. If you know, you know. But he posted a picture and said, it didn't feel right wearing red. I'm like, what? And then the one dude said, and they're in the same camp, I feel the same when I wear blue. What? What's going on, bro?
Just can't even speak right.
Oh man, see, this is why nigga people has to go, man.
Words that you're supposed to say with a B, they say with a C and shit. You know, vice versa.
He said, we're Bristons. Brother, you mean Christians? Yeah, and we call on Bryce. He ain't say that, but you know. You know.
They probably think that shit though. You know?
Actually, the spirit. They probably be joking like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Man.
This is
Well,
this
you
one-
had, I'm sorry, brother. You had the same camp. If you brothers know, you know. You should know. They had the infamous video that came over them spray painting.
Yep.
And he said, I like wearing my ops colors. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, by
Thank you.
You gonna know
That's
them.
your fruit, bro.
Hey man.
Then they stand with their feet like the little L, you know, with the heel and shit. I don't like that, bro.
You know?
Because we really came from that life. We really came from that, and it was terrible.
Well, that just shows you they never put off the old man.
Right? They just put something new on it.
Yep.
You know?
And
They lied on their resume.
right. And that's one thing too. Being that's your fruit, because what your child is what the fruit of your loins.
Yep.
And then when you doing that, that's what you produce. You know, they're the fruit of your loins, if you will. You know, and you that wicked ass branch, man, tree.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Check this out. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read the article.
It says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua hosts, which he had determined against it. You say something?
Yeah, it said that all them that make mention, that's Esau. The black people.
Yep.
The black people, oh my God.
Yep.
Right, because what's Egypt? It's Babylon.
Yep.
Right.
You know, we're in the modern day.
So that proves the curses, because in that day, his house will be afraid of the judgment of the Lord.
Yeah.
Was that Job? It says he's not. His house is not from the judgment.
Job 20, I believe.
Yeah.
Like 21. Yeah.
You want it?
Yeah. Bible Shaw.
Yeah, come.
It's like safe from fear.
Yeah, but then that day it ain't gonna be safe.
Yep.
You know? Hey, come on, bro. Come on, brother. See y'all, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, you too, brother.
Take my child out.
Yeah. Good, good. You looking good, brother. You doing good.
Yeah.
That's it, brother.
Do out the best we can do.
That's
you know,
it.
in Babylon, so
That's
I've been
it.
trying my best, man.
That's it, brother.
Track left and right. Just on my way coming here, you can see the spirit that people like, you know what I mean? They can know where I'm coming. You know what I mean? And you can see it on them like, they don't even know where nobody knows where I'm coming. But the way they're looking at me, I'm like, yeah, something going on deep. So it's like, you know,
Satan.
Yep, Satan at work all the time.
Hey, he been hit, bro. He been messing with us. We all going through it. All
That's
brothers.
How, and y'all bear witness, and that's how I know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I miss y'all though.
Yeah, we miss you too, brother.
I was thinking about you a couple
Yeah,
days ago
yeah,
too, bro.
yeah.
That's fair.
Blew me over here, man.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Man,
Hey, well, you got a good name with us, brother.
Right.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Y'all have no clue, man. It's deep.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Call your bus
Most
outside.
Most high, bro.
That's it, brother.
About it.
Yeah, that's it, brother. Hey, if you want to stay, you stay, brother. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, you know, brother. You already know.
Look, man.
It's all good, brother. You got the phone.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. I mean, we can go on and on about what's going on,
Yeah.
but, you know,
Yeah.
it's nothing better than being around brethren, man.
Guns.
You
Yeah.
know,
Dwelling in unity.
That's right.
unity.
And that's the spirit. This brother's here because the spirit's been getting on our wicked people.
Yep.
You know what we've been going through, the men, the women, society, family.
Man.
See, brothers know the brothers are right here, man.
Bone to his bone.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, man.
yeah. We know, brother. We know. Trust me, man. Satan's been,
Yeah.
he's been, because we at the end.
Yeah, that's why you're ramping it up. You're trying to
Yep.
turn up on it.
But remember, the Lord won't give you none you can't handle.
Right.
You know, so when you're going through something, just always remember that, okay, I can handle this, and the outcome is going to be a greater testimony.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me get one for you.
Yeah, man, beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, hey brother, you trouble, you can rest with us.
Right.
Let me read this for the brother real quick. And see, that's what our people don't understand is that's that compassion that we do have. Well, how can we have compassion on our people that are blatantly want to be wicked? But the compassion comes when, just like us trying to be righteous. Oh, Isaiah 59, he that departs from evil maketh himself a prey.
That's right.
So we're prey out here, bro. Women prey on us, men prey on us, Esau prey on us, you know?
Let the spirit get attacked. You know, he used, he on us.
Yep.
Battle, man.
But let me get one for the brother. You got something, Mariah?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Okay. I'm going to read this from real quick. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There is no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. So like the brother said, he said family, right? Women, the evil eye of our other people. They don't want to be righteous. They don't even want to jump on that wave.
Right.
You know how Jake, they'll jump on a wave of something.
Right.
They don't even want to jump on a wave of becoming new. You see? So that's common, right? And it says, but the Most High Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but would that temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So that's what it comes down to, is you bear it, you bear the indignation, you bear the suffering, that season, and then you become that even a newer creature.
Right.
So when other temptations and trouble come, it's not as difficult, you know, that it once was, you know.
Right, because you're experiencing and you know, okay, the Lord's going to deliver me. All I gotta do, man, is keep hold of the faith, and the Lord's going to get me through it.
Yep.
Right. You know.
Yep.
That's what he's been testing me. See, are you going to keep the faith? You know, even if I throw this all at you,
Well, what's your name?
I'm on
And what's that mean?
faith.
Ah! You see?
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about,
That's
brother.
real.
the things hope for.
Yeah. The evidence.
of things
Not seen.
It's not seen.
Calm.
You got something? Yep.
Oh, that would not be.
This is Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world,
Yep.
against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Like he said, I'm walking down here and I can already see there's something deeper rooted in him that's trying to stop me. So what I'm seeing is what? Wickedness in higher places than this human being in front of me.
The agents of the matrix, you're now privy unto them.
Yep. Yep.
They hopping on people.
Yep. Keep reading.
It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
That you may be able to withstand. So it's not only having the name, having the gospel, but it's walking in it, applying it, and believing that this, will help you. Because that's a spirit. I was meditating on a lesson. You know, we have to have concrete trust in the Lord. Because you have faith that you're an Israelite. You believe that this is the name, but do you trust in the faith that you believe in?
Right.
That's where the test comes. You know, because you can practice this fly route all day, but do you trust when you step back and it throws, is he going to catch it? I believe it. It
Right.
looks good,
Right.
but do you trust it? You know?
Right.
You could build a boat. You believe in the instructions, but do you trust when you set sail that it will float? Like Floki.
Yeah, my man Flo.
He built the boat, but he at first he was afraid that it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And then it worked. You
He
see?
took that boat all the way to America by himself.
Yep.
You know?
See?
Midst of the storms and shit.
Yep.
You know?
You got something,
I
President?
just have a question.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to know, do you have a link or something so I can look at
This
it?
is, well, we all on YouTube. I'll give it a channel.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, I'll give it a
Thank
channel.
you.
Yeah.
I'm so
No,
sorry.
you're fine.
I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt.
no, thank you for being respectful. Thank you. See, that's the mercy of the Lord, too, man. The Lord's balanced. Talking about all day is like, you know, the genuineness that the Lord puts on us to push out on our people, a lot of times they don't reciprocate it back. So it's a blessing when they do, such as brothers like you. Even the mere fact that their sister coming at respectful, that could be a blessing under, and may it be. Because that right there shows you a spirit of a Gentile woman coming up in a more righteous spirit than a sister that might know she's a Jacob.
Right.
You know? Little things like that. That's why he's called the God of mercy. You know?
Right.
Shalom, brother.
Well, the point's in verse 9, but I'm going to start at verse 8. 1 Peter 5 and verse 8, it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Now that word sober, sobriety in the mind, you know, because brothers have a drink, you know, brothers sit back and relax, listen to some good music, you know, give a man strong drink who's ready to perish, and that's how I've been feeling all month,
Right.
just ready to perish, but the spirit is willing, well, I'm going to stay here and fight.
Right.
But it's like, man, this place is so much hell that it's like, what else can we do, man? Because we're dead to this place. But being sober, so your mind is sober. You may be with a woman, but you keep a sober mind towards her and don't get clouded with love, right? You're sober with the job. You may get a little advancement, but you're not drunken with the pay raise. So you stay sober. Like at the end of the day, this place is gonna burn. You know? You deal with Esau. You don't get drunken with his smooth words. So you stay sober to his wickedness, so you don't get caught off guard when his rust shows forth.
Right, by trusting her.
Yeah.
I got a quick one.
Yeah.
This is Sirach 31 and 27. Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately.
Yep.
It says, what is life then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad.
Right, man. And you know, we all know, like, listen, man, Babylon's hell, man. You know what I mean? Like, this place can drive you to insanity. But that's why Yahushua said, peace I send unto you.
Yep.
You know, we have the peace of Yahushua. You know, so, in the comfort of the scriptures, you know. And then top of that, you know, the Lord gave us, you know, mercy to allow us to taste some wine from here and there. You know,
And with brothers.
But in moderation, right? And with brothers.
Right.
You know?
So like the brother was saying, it doesn't mean that you can't have a drink.
Right.
You know, it's good to have a drink. You need it sometimes. Just do it in moderation.
Yeah.
And speaking about being sobriety of the mind.
Yeah. Because it tells you, Slaki, it tells you in Rev that the kings were drunken with the wine of Babylon.
Exactly.
You see?
So that wine really goes into philosophies, ideologies, the ways of life, the image of America. You know, the alphabet community, women's lib, all of that wine. You know?
And especially as Israelite men, this wine has our people drunken, and like they have a term, an angry drunk.
Yep.
So these people are angry against us, drunken with the wine of Babylon.
Yeah, they have got beer muscles.
Yep.
Drinking Esau's juice.
Yep.
That's why you got a stud to try to fight you.
Hey, a lot of brothers, their own mother was their first enemy.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
A lot of our mothers take a lot of, you know, I see that father. Well, damn. You know? That's why it says a man born of a woman full of days is trouble, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
So we go through trouble. Like the other day, me and the brother after camp, we went and got some food, and it was this black woman.
Yeah.
She was just shitting on her son, and then he asked her for this toy. So I used wisdom because I was a young boy at once, so I know that
In America, too.
in America being shitted on. So I just got in my spirit to stand up for that. So he was asking for something, and she called him little boy, which that offended me. That's a young man, first and foremost. And I said, if it's okay, because I know it's still his mother. I said, if it's okay with you, can I buy this young man this toy? And his spirit in her immediately left, and she said, yeah. And I bought it for him, and then I shook his hand. And when he saw me smile at him, it was like he saw a miracle. Because nobody smiles at us. Nobody looks at the Israelite young man or man with a charitable spirit, with compassion, you know, or consideration. Nobody looks at us like that unless you got face tats and a stack of money. You know?
Unless you're
some weirdo with pink beads on and call yourself a young thug.
You can't just run. You're talking mad tough. Now you're going to run with your pants on.
The Lord is bringing out the oppression that the Israelite man goes through. And at that, the righteous Israelite man that has to deal with it with his chin up. Because we take it with our chin up, you know?
Right.
Got it?
Was it more than that, bro?
It's
Okay, and back in 1 Peter 5 and verse 9, and here's the point. It says, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions...
Yeah, resist in your mind. You know, fight them in your mind. Because it said in Ephesians, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. As a personal testimony, which I wasn't going to say on camera, but since you're here, I'm going to say it. Even this morning, I had battled a sleep paralysis demon, you know? And I had to rebuke him in the Hebrew. That's what it says, speak in tongues.
That's right.
And there's no other more powerful. And in the spirit, I'm going to tell you, I was trying to go to sleep. I couldn't. And then it was an Edomite cop. And he came at me and he was choking me. And I literally felt like on my neck. So that's the fight. And I said, Al Gairka Shatan. Al Gairka Shatan. And then I sat for a quick second as I'm gasping for breath. And I said, Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. And immediately when I said Yahweh, after Yahweh Shai, I felt the release. And I was able to go to sleep, man. And that was today. But we're still here at camp through the Spirit, you know? So there ain't no rest here. But here's the rest. Here's the comfort.
Here's the compassion.
Here's the spiritual Sabbath that we live through. You see?
And it goes on to say, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world.
This is why you got to be diligent. This is why you got to be in season, out of season. Brother's going through something in the spirit. You may need to come physically and not just online. And he came by. You see? So what if we're not out here? What if what are the sheep going to do without the righteous shepherds?
Right, when they need that comfort, man.
Right?
This is the comfort.
Like, look, okay, yeah, Esau's a devil, but I got some shit in my head I need to figure out. What can you give me to help me with these crazy ass thoughts?
Right.
Am I crazy? No, brother, let's go to Ephesians. Why do you think Paul wrote that to the Ephesians?
Right.
Because they're like, because you got to think, these letters, Ephesians, Galatians, Titus, Timothy, he was writing back for what they were writing to him. This proves that these are personalized letters for the church.
To Israelites.
To Israelites. Going through the same issues we were going through back then in those lands. Now it's ye men of Atlanta. Ye brother of Boston.
And it's worldwide because right now we're live. The sheep are getting fed. We don't know where they're at. But now that we're doing the video, this is the modern day letter. You gotta imagine, even though the apostles are here today, they wouldn't write letters, they just make a video.
Right.
Now we can just speak it, record it, upload it. That's our letter. That's the modern day epistles.
And that's mercy. And then the Lord broke it down, because going back to Ephesians, from Ephesians 1 to verse 14 in the first chapter, that's one sentence. That's one sentence. So imagine, brother, give me Ephesians 1. You're like, where? Where in Ephesians 1? So the Lord had it broken down for us so we can, we can have it. And especially too, there's times when I don't be feeling right. I say, man, I gotta read that. Because you're going through something. I gotta read, I gotta watch a video. Because you can plug in, but sometimes you unplug because oppression makes a wise man mad, but then you find out, I gotta plug back in.
You know something else, brother? You're a son. We're sons. So embrace that. The Lord willing, the sons of God are back. We're sons of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
That's right.
You gotta speak that. You gotta speak life. Speak positive things upon yourself, because nobody else is going to do it.
Nope. Everybody's got a demon to count you out. Oh, that's the spirit. Look, there's a throne right there.
Oh,
A white throne.
white
Pure.
throne.
Pure.
Peace, bro. The Lord said He's gonna give us a crown.
Yep.
Or a woman.
And where you gonna sit with that crown? On the throne. Did not Thanos sit on his crown?
Yeah.
His throne?
Yep.
Did not Thanos come for his jewels? Doesn't I say in Malachi that I should collect my jewels? Where the jewels, man? That's us. And without the sons of Israel, you wouldn't have daughters and more sons. So we're very important. And the scripture says we bear a holy seed. That's why they had Planned Parenthood, because they don't want parents in the hoods to bring more jakes. You know?
Yeah, nope.
I got a quick one for you. This is let's see, where do we want to start? This is Isaiah 59 and 15. It says, yea, truth faileth. Truth fails out here, man. That's why we got to fight. Because Santa Claus on a motorcycle? This is Gotham, bro.
Didn't I say that right? See?
Madness,
Gotham.
man. Pure madness.
You know, let me read this again. This is Isaiah 59 and 15. Yea, truth faileth. Remember, that's why I said Yahushua was crossed out.
Yep.
He was crucified because Yahushua is the truth. You know?
The way, the life.
Yeah.
And they put this nasty ass image
Yep.
up, man.
It says, and he, watch this, brother, and he that departeth from evil.
Meaning what? Repenting, you know, to Yahweh Shema Shai, putting off the old man,
Walking
you know,
away,
walking away from the world.
from the gang.
Yeah.
Hey, doe, let me out.
Gotta let me out. Gotta give him.
Lay doe, let me out.
It says, follow not a multitude to do evil. So you don't want to follow, you know, what they going to do. They're going to talk shit about you.
Yep.
And Trey and the boys in the hood was in the back seat with an Israelite named Monster.
Yeah.
Monster.
Yep.
The monsters of Israel are going to be cut off, man.
It says, menstruous woman shall
Bring forth monsters.
God.
And the word monster goes into an omen. You know? And it says, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey.
Yeah, pray, man. What's that? The spiritual battle.
Oh, Jacob, my worm.
Yep. Hey, listen, we need Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, just like Job, you know. The Lord sent Satan in Job. He was righteous, you know. He served the Most High all sincerity and truth. You know, hey, then what happened to Job? He got blows from his crown to his feet. And then top of that, his female is scoffing at him and saying, curse the Most High.
His friends weren't giving him the right, you know.
Advice,
Yep.
you know.
More like scorning them.
Yeah, man.
You went through hell, man.
Yeah, man.
But hey, it says, shall we receive good and not evil?
Yeah.
He's going to get both.
He lost his children too,
Yeah.
you know.
And that's why I got a quick preview.
Just a little more. It says, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. So even the Most High is angry.
Yeah.
Even the Yahweh Shema Shai is angry. What we got to go through, and what precept proves that? I know thy works and thy tribulation and poverty. The Lord knows the holes in our bag, the unrighteous decrees that we're subjugated to while trying to serve Him. You know?
The hell we catch you, man.
Mentally and physically.
Right.
You know?
You know, the demons that fuck with you on the job.
Yep.
You know, the woman that give you hell, everything.
Yep.
And he knows it.
Yep.
You know, he covers us.
Yep.
You know?
In this truth, it'd be a lot of Hebrew Israelites that trouble you, man.
Yeah.
You know, because Esau, he does what he does, but he ain't all like nigger. You know what I mean? He ain't all in your. It's Jake. You can't even go to the bathroom without being mean mugs.
Right, people for no reason though. You just mind your own business. But that proves it's a spiritual thing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, 444.
Wow.
Man, no loss. You had a precept, bro?
This is actually I still got Ephesians, but I'm gonna go to Timothy. This is 1 Timothy 6 and 11. It says, but thou, O man of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, flee these things, and these things is speaking about the world, speaking about you know, chasing the bag, and that's all our people talk about, man. You know, with that bag got all type of holes in it.
Right.
But thou, O man
That
of Yahweh,
bag is set up to bag your ass.
Yeah.
It lures you out.
Yep.
You just had this Edomite, CEO of CNN. He lured a mother and her daughter to some cabin to fucking train her to be a sex slave.
Damn.
Hey, come out. Oh, you had Ed Buck. He was luring Jakes to his house, injecting him with meth, and
Oh, shit.
you know. You see?
For sake,
So
man.
I'm getting that bag. Then your ass at the bottom and you get roped in it.
Right.
You know?
Trap.
It says, but thou, O man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith.
Woo!
Lay hold on eternal life,
Mm.
whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses.
And what's that profession? Faith. You know.
I'm a one.
Right. That's faith. You know. They call light by small shot.
Oh,
You know. And can we get about shot where it says eternal life?
Yes. It says, fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life.
And what's that? That crown, man. This truth. All right. What did Yahushua say? He was like, he said, hold that fast.
The highest.
No, yeah, hold that fast. Which thou has, that no man take that crown. You know. It's truth,
The
man.
first man is yourself.
Right.
Because it's a mental. This whole thing, the spiritual battle takes place in the mind.
Yeah, because you can mess up your own crown like Saul did through disobedience.
Or condemning yourself. You can't condemn yourself.
Yeah.
You know, even Paul said, why condemn thyself in which thou art allowed to do? You know, because Satan will mess with you. You know, Satan will mess with you with things that are lawful unto you. You know, but then you apply wisdom. Is this expedient right now? You know, but you don't want to be over righteous. You see? You know, but going back, right, exactly. Going back, it said, fight the good fight. Well, a good example, you had Kendrick Lamar, who knew he's an Israelite, and he said, all my life I had to fight, but not for the Lord. You see? You got a lot of our people that have a spirit of perseverance, endurance, overcoming in faith, but not in the Lord. Because faith is a gift given by the Lord. So you can see our people with certain characteristics, but it's not geared towards in the right direction. That's the problem. You had Kobe, he lost in the championship. They said, Kobe, you know, Esau and this shit.
Yep.
Kobe, what are you going to do? He said, what are you going to do about next season? He said, I'm going to bring myself to the point of exhaustion. So you got to bring yourself to the point of exhaustion for the Lord.
Sometimes you feel like that.
I felt like it today. I didn't get sleep. I told you I was up by 2, didn't go back to bed till 7, fucking wrestling with Satan till like 9. Camp was at 12.
Yes.
But hey, y'all wouldn't know that.
Right.
You know? But that's the spirit, man. Because this is what, through the spirit, our life is geared to. This is what we're here to fight for. Jake will get drunk the flu game. Jake will get drunk partying and give his life to win a basketball game. Jordan didn't have the flu. He was drunk.
Hungover.
You see?
Yeah,
But
man.
they'll do that for a job. You know, D.L. Hughley said it. He said, we the only people, how much time I got till I got to go to work. We all did that. But see, they don't got that spirit for the Lord. That's for a corruptible crown. This is for incorruptible. There is no expiration date on our rulership.
That's right.
But there is an expiration date on wickedness. See?
It says, fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life.
Hey, fight the good fight. You know, blessed is he that readeth. Jab, jab.
Right, yep.
Jab back. Milk scriptures. Milk. Then a little meat. Mainly milk. Bow, bow. Hey, a jab wins the round.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Yep.
You got to endure to the end. So this ain't a knockout game. This is an endurance. You got to go 12 rounds. So the Yahweh Shai's got the knockout power. We got to endure it. You know? So you keep hitting them with the milk. Keep fighting against the thoughts. That's why Yahweh Shai, when Satan came at him, he kept saying, as it is written, man shall not live by bread alone. Because the times we're coming into, Satan's going to open up his catalog of temptations on our people specifically. See, just like John 9, there was an Israelite man that was set up that didn't sin nor his parents to be born blind, so the manifestation of the Lord work can be established, being healed, and Yahweh Shai's notoriety. So how much more people being born blind or paralyzed just so they can get the MOTB to show the world this works, so that can get Jake. So Jake is going to be the one in that hour ultimate of temptation, not the world. They would it already.
Right.
People got the mark right now.
Right.
Women got implants right now.
Mm-hmm.
Butts too.
That's beautiful because, that's beautiful.
See?
Yeah. This 1 Peter 4 and verse 12, it says, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as those
Strange things
right,
happen.
Bro,
right, strange.
out of nowhere, man, my car, I don't know what happened.
These brothers had to come pick me up for camp for like a couple weeks.
Strange.
Then it just started.
Well, we had a council first.
Yeah.
We had a council first, and the brother was sighing and crying about it, and the spirit jumped on me, man, and because we pray for one another. We communicate with each other to pray for one another. And the spirit jumped on me, man, of just immersed faith, and I said, as soon as I said, it's going to start. It's going to start. And it started, man. And we went through, he had called a mechanic. We bought new parts, still didn't start. And then we gathered together, we sent our prayers up, and there you go.
I remember the brother said, man, it's going to start. It started.
It's that faith,
Amazing,
man.
It's the trust in the faith.
Right, the trust in the faith. Wow, right.
So yeah, you go through strange things, man.
Yep. You really do. Weird things.
Demonic dreams, like the brother said, how you say it?
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis.
Which that's in the scriptures. That's what the Lord did to the Egyptians. So really those spirits are supposed to be on the heathen.
Yeah.
For judgment. But with us in the battle, we got to go through that too. But the Lord won't give you none you can't handle.
Really what these fights do is they help build your faith, because you think upon a time the Lord delivered you, and you might go through something in the future, you think upon that.
Yep.
Like, nah, the Lord delivered me here, he's going to deliver me there.
Yep.
Right.
That's why Paul said neither death nor principalities, because he went through death. He died.
Right, he died.
He died, man.
Yeah, right, yeah.
He was shipwrecked thrice. He was beaten. So all those things he went through, in the end of his journey, those gave him more faith and confidence that the Lord has a crown promised for him. So we have to have faith that what we're doing with our faith in the Spirit, always remember it's in the Spirit, because we're in the true hour. We're the true worshipers, so worship the Father in truth and in spirit. So we have to have faith that through the Spirit, we have a crown waiting for us as well.
Right.
See? You have to believe that.
Right, you have to.
Because what else are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing?
Doing it for it, right.
Right. What are you doing it for? When you get drafted to the NFL, what is your goal at the end of the season?
What's your expectation?
Right.
That's what, and I had to learn it too, but that's what we're all learning. Expect the good.
Yep.
Hope for good.
Yep.
Hope for good.
Yep.
Expect the good. I'm here for good.
Yep. The water. Yep. Having a positive mindset, like they say in the world, a positive attitude. That you pray for that, because we can't always be out here just what the fuck. You have your moments, which is fine, but on a normal day to day, or even when you're in public, these people can't tell what we're going through. Because see, one thing I noticed about Jake, like it says, a fool tells his whole mind. Jake will tell you everything they're going through.
Everything.
And it's kind of like, bro, you shouldn't be talking about that.
Yeah.
But they got no one to talk to. Venting. But they don't have the Lord to pray to. So people don't know what we go through. You know what I mean? In our minds or thoughts. Yeah, man, I'll be at work and a demon will say, throw coffee in his face.
Man, you listen, bro.
I'm dead ass.
Listen.
I'll be in an interview and the demon said, what would he do if you smacked him? I'm like, oh shit, I'll rebuke you, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yeah, I'm available Tuesday. But in my mind, Zane's over here like, fuck him up.
No, real talk.
That's
See?
real fact.
See?
Run
I
him
go
over.
through it.
See? Yeah. See? But what I've learned is confess it. Confess his ass. Out him. So then he'll stop. Like an Edomite. When you out an Edomite, he'll scurry away.
Yeah.
Don't allow him to have power over you. We are princes of power. You see?
That's right.
This is Sirach 2. I just know how to start from one. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure.
Now what's that mean? Prepare thy soul for temptation. Meaning keep a sober mind in what you're involved in. Like going back with sports. If you're a running back, you are preparing your mind to get hit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go harder, right? Marshawn Lynch said, I'm going to just keep going over and over and over and over again. So you, in this truth, your mind stays sober, prepared for the temptations that may be at hand. So what comes with that? I want to do a lesson, Lord's will, called defensive prayers. So before you step out of bed, you step out the house, you get behind the vehicle, you go to work, make my enemies be at peace with me. Give me smooth words.
Yep.
Do this, shorten my everything so it's You're just constantly in a defense.
Yeah.
It's beautiful because you know I drive and do deliveries. I pray that I don't get into no accidents. I pray that no animal attack me. I pray that I don't hit anything.
Yeah.
I pray all of that,
Yeah.
man. I pray that I make it home safe. I pray I make it there safe.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. As they say, covering your ass. You know?
Because why?
Earlier, we're praying, you know.
Exactly.
After we leave, you know, this world and wickedness, we're praying, man.
Going back to Job, have thou not seen my servant Job?
Right.
It's like, you know something else, man? Satan will try to make you think you pray too much.
Yep.
You can't pray enough.
Yep.
You know?
Or Satan will mess with you in your prayers.
Yeah.
I've had to pray and then say, Al-Gair Shaitan, then finish my prayer.
Yep.
Because I'm like, that's not about to go up with my prayer.
Right. Right.
Which the Lord knows our spirit.
Right.
So, you know, it's not, but you got to make sure you're covering, you know, because you can't allow that to be entertained.
Yeah, man.
You can't allow that thought to go, you know.
That seed.
And one thing too Satan will do is he will use reoccurring battles that you've already overcome just to see if he can get you again. And what movie proves that? Mortal Kombat. Shang Tsung raised up all of Liu Kang's enemies that he defeated in the past, and then he had to fight all of them at once. You see? Shang Tsung is Satan, man.
Yeah.
Then he used his brother, a dead loved one, to get him. See?
Take the
What
soul.
does he want? His soul.
Because why? He was trying to defeat you in Mortal Kombat when we're immortal.
You're in the spirit. That's why you can't walk in the flesh. It's heavy. It's this battle, man.
Yeah, bro.
If you're not privy to it, you know,
It could overtake you.
it will knock you on your ass.
Yeah.
But are you gonna get up there?
Yep. Yeah. We're all rookies, but it's time to level up into a veteran.
Yeah.
You know.
It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble."
Now, do you know what the word heart means? The etymology.
Heart.
It goes into mind, but ultimately spirit. So set your spirit aright, because you're a spirit, and that's what you're learning is who you are. That's another thing too. You have to learn in this truth is what is your spirit desire. In the world, you could have desired some big booty, duty, Judy, you know, and it's like, ew, now. Before, you didn't care how many men capped that, as long as you got a feel. But now your spirit is saying, I'm good, bro, please. And you'll have to actually rebuke the flesh, because the flesh is like, gimme, gimme, gimme. But your spirit's like, bro, I'm hurt right now. I need to refrain. Can you please light some incense? You see, so these are things of you setting your spirit aright. This is this good for my flesh or my spirit right now? You know, because there's times where you'll be in the flesh, but you're controlled in the flesh. You know, like, hey, brother, I'll see you later. I'm in the flesh right now. You know what I mean? But you make it with a woman. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of our people are just in the flesh, in the here and now, which is what? Mortal thoughts. We're now learning that we're not mortal, we're immortal. Even though this flesh is mortal, our spirit is immortal. You see?
Right.
It says, "Cleave unto him and depart not away,
Right.
that thou mayest be increased at
Oh,
thy last end."
See? So you cleave, you're not making haste. Okay, a good example of making not haste. You go to the gym to work out, all right? Or you're doing push-ups. You're not doing 5 push-ups to get the results of 100. You're taking the pain. You're doing sets of 20. Boom, boom. You're not making haste. You're dealing with it, and then you become increased from that. So then you learn, okay, I can't make haste in trouble because I'm supposed to learn from it. You know?
Like the Lord, my bad.
No, like when you get put on punishment, you know, you want it to be over, but the point of that punishment is to learn from your mistakes while on it, so when you get off, you don't go back on it. That's why he calls it a correctional facility. But he ain't doing shit to correct you in that facility. You see? But this is the real correctional facility. You got it, bro.
It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully."
And why? Because you're a son. Remember?
Yep.
The chat.
I get that. I get it.
Hebrew, yep. Marar been saying it all day.
All
We're
day.
sons. We're sons, man. So we're taking the chastisement cheerfully because that means the Lord loves us. And a woman has that spirit. A woman will actually say, he loves me when he's mean to her. Have you not seen that? Where the woman, like, he beats her, he loves me, right? right? But that's
Wow, yeah.
but it's a spirit that shows you that you will have in a hard time. You know that this is a hard time because you love me. You see? Now we're not saying that that's okay, but you can identify that's an actual spirit. You know? Hebrews was at 8 and 12 or 12 and 8?
12 and 8. Hebrews 12 and verse, I'll start at verse 6. I'll start at 5. Hebrews 12 and 5. And it says, and
As long as you start in the Bible, bro.
right?
He said the word of God.
Oh, man.
The Bible isn't the word of God, but the word of God is in the Bible.
What the, man.
You gotta watch. The Lord is exposing these wicked shepherds too.
Delete all 8 pages. I don't even.
Yeah, good.
No.
And you have to do that. I did the same thing because you have to ground yourself with a specific meal, eating off that till you're full enough to where you're like, if I do see it, I'm not swayed by it.
Right, man. We got that alkaline, good fruits, vegetables. They got G.M.S.
Yep.
It ain't good.
Yep.
Right.
It's bland too.
Yeah.
And it's the same meal.
Hospital.
It's the same sloppy Joe.
Right.
Every day it's sloppy Joe. I want some lamb chops. I want some Brussels sprouts. I like beets.
Every video
Right.
about the law.
Right.
So,
Or why the baby broke up with Delia or whatever. What?
And he started going to slavery.
like,
Right.
Don't you know I'm battling Satan in my head?
How many times are you going to do a Trinity debate?
Oh, gosh.
I mean, I watched The Matrix, but damn.
This is the book of Hebrews 12 and verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou, my son,
My son,
Yep.
there's my son.
correct, so,
Yep.
despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
Right, like in the world, when the Lord allowed me to be a father, and when I would tell my young one no, I would say, do you know why I'm saying no? I'm not just saying no. I'm telling you why so you understand, so that doesn't cause a discourse between me and you, and then you realize, oh, that was for my good. So when the Lord does things, like good examples, you got to learn when certain doors are shut, you can't just be like, oh man, Satan. You got to think, well, why did the Lord allow that to be shut?
Right.
Maybe like you may want to get with a woman, but the Lord don't make her interested in you. That's because the Lord don't want you interested in her.
Yep.
Because you're the prize. He's preserving you. See, he's smacking you on the ass or the hand, right, to keep you in line. That's just,
By night, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly, yep.
Exactly.
Verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth,
Yep.
and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
See, he scourgeth, right? Like Yahweh Shai, which was prophecy, he should be scourged of men.
Right.
But that prophecy was told in the time of King David concerning his son, which was Solomon, but that never befall Solomon in his time because he had to come back as Yahweh Shai to fulfill that. You
Right.
see? So that proves the love right there. My son, whom I'm well pleased. Brothers go through certain things, that's because the Lord loves you. So that love is shown through chastisement,
Right.
a very heavy hand. Jake, they're kind of rough.
Right, yeah.
Like, what's up, son? And you're like, oh, shit.
Right. Right.
Or your dad throw the bullet, the football at you is, oh, shit.
Right.
You better hold on to that.
Right.
But that's installing that character as a man that you need in this world. Even without Esau, this is still a rough world.
Concrete jungle.
Not even. Without Esau, this is a rough world. Imagine as Noah and his sons. Japheth couldn't be no effeminate. You gotta crack trees and break and cut and build and pull and plow. The hands callous. That's rough. I gave this one Jake, he had to put a door on. I gave him the nails and the fucking drill. And I said, just put this door on. I walked away. I came back. The nigga was on the phone. Like, you can't put a door on the hand. What? What's wrong with you? And that's in a home. What about trying to build one? See, we don't even have a home yet because we're given the mind to be able to rule it first. So we got to rule ourselves first before the Lord gives us that. Because, like, if you look up the word test, you're tested before you're used on a worldwide level. So we're being tested right now before we rule. We're about to rule the world, literal nations. So we got to make sure we're in the right spirit to be able to rule them, because Isaiah 11 says he will not judge according to his own heart, but according to the Lord. So the Lord is raising us up to have proper judgment and not emotional one. You see?
Beautiful. Hebrews 12 and verse 7. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons.
And we got to endure chastening until the end.
Yeah.
It says, through much tribulation ye shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's chastisement. Tribulation, ups and downs, bumps and bruises. That's chastisement.
And it says, for what son is he whom the father chasteth not?
See, and Esau is not in trouble as other men, so the Lord don't love him.
Right.
The Lord don't love him. Kyle Rittner getting off. Lord don't love him. You see? Police getting off. Lord don't love him. The Lord don't love Esau. So this is why he can shoot him up, bang, bang, kill him, hang, hang, and he just walks on his merry way.
If I could add to the, also their diet. You know, if Jake eats a certain way, they get diabetes, gout. You know, but these heathens, they can eat whatever they want. You know, that's love though.
Yeah.
You're supposed to I gave you this law, don't eat that way. You're supposed to have to eat this way. You know?
And now, can you read the love again?
Verse 7. Yep. Hebrews 12 and verse 7. It says, if ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the father chasteth not?
Real quick, Malachi 1 and 1. The burden, Malachi 1 and 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord came to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? So Jake didn't see from the chastisement of the repercussions of the curses, they didn't look as that as love. Because the Lord fulfilled the end of his bargain. Because if the Lord didn't curse us, that means he wouldn't bless us. So he had to curse us to show the love of the blessing. Right? Here's the curses and the blessings. And the blessings are what? Love. I'm going to bless you with this one. Right? It says, wherein hast thou loved us? You're destroyed of a lack of knowledge. I'm trying to show you I love you. Okay? And it says, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob.
Right.
And I hated Esau. So that's why Esau ain't going through it like that.
Right.
You see?
Right, if you think about it, man, he can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he can say he went to the moon.
Right.
Yeah.
People will believe him too.
Yeah.
You know?
They do right now.
Yeah.
Right
This is
now.
heaven.
So we're learning tough love. That's what it is.
Appreciate it.
We're appreciating what you call tough love.
I learned to, when I get up, you know, the Wadi Abba Shimmy outside.
Yep.
Because you have a demon like, fuck, man, we still here. No, the Wadi Abba Shimmy outside to wake me up.
Right.
Because I got another day to pray, to repent, do a lesson,
Yep.
to serve him.
Yep.
Right.
To be grateful for what I have, to be the best brother, the best servant, whatever.
Yep.
Right. Hebrews 12 and verse 8, it says, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons?
Yeah, now you're not going to go every minute of the day through some shit, but you'll have seasons of it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but the point is the Lord is saying, well, you know, Paul is saying, which the book of Hebrews is canonized by the Lord, all right, it is the word of the Most High, through the Spirit, but what Paul is telling you is, look, man, you know, the Lord is going to check you, he's going to do things to you, but understand that that's because he's dealing with you. Now, if he's not doing that, that's because the Lord ain't dealing with you.
Right.
So he's not trying to correct you. He's not trying to purge you. He's not trying to make you this precious plant, you know, to be a first fruit. It's like you have a plant and you don't care about it. You're not watering, that means you don't care about it.
Yep.
You know? I got plants in my house. I got to water it. I got to take care of it because I care about it. So how much more us with the watering? Yahushua said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Right.
Then it said, blessed is he that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, for he shall be as a tree planted by water.
Right.
So we're those trees now, you know?
You know, like the foxes always say, if you
Oh, look. And that's their tree. And see, and that's their tree. See? That shit look like man.
That's that tree.
That's that tree of death.
Yeah.
That's that tree in Craig.
Right. That's right. Huh? You got it.
I was going to say, like the apostles always say, if you ain't going to do something, you should check yourself.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say you should ask, you know, of course, don't put hell on yourself, you know, but it's seasons.
Yeah.
The seasons you will go through it, and the seasons you don't. Hey, be grateful.
So scriptures like that are to keep in mind when you are going through it, so that gives you peace that okay, I'm not tripping. The Lord, He dealing with me.
Right.
I know you dealing with me.
Right. Be very careful, man. Do not put hell on yourself more than what you already got to go through. Because you can self-sabotage. So be aware.
Well, the scriptures tell you that don't, basically don't kill yourself from what you've messed up on. Because remember, a righteous man falleth 7 times.
Yeah, I like to think of it this way. Like we're babies. Like we're all babies out here. The Lord's bringing us. However long we've been in the truth, and that's how old you are as a baby. So about 5 years, you're a 5-year-old. So what do babies do? They learn how to, before they walk, they crawling and falling. So you're going to fall.
Yeah. And now they shooting up 5-year-olds.
Yeah, bro.
But it's grievous, but it's got to happen, and it's a good thing because these are more fires. So this is showing you prophecy is it's about to hit hard. So you as a man looking at little children, it's like that's foul.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, having the mind and the spirit of prophecy, that's necessary evil. You see?
Back in Hebrews 12 and verse 9, it says, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto, shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? Right, man. So so of course, in the world, our fathers, spanked us, put us on certain things, but it was according to to their ordinances.
Because you were bad in school,
right? But not
you whooping my ass because I'm bad in school because I said fuck Columbus,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right, or because you made them look bad.
Right.
You got your clothes dirty.
Right.
Right, and guess what? It's even though in their eyes, it's probably for their their benefit, but but it's not. And I'll come to this truth. You know what I mean? It's Yahweh Shai corrects us for our benefit. And I read it again. Verse 9 says, furthermore, we've had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection to the Father of spirits and live? Right, man. And that's one thing too. A lot of people, they don't take heed to Yahweh Shai, but us we do. Serving Him with all fair sincerity and truth.
I got a quick one. Mm-hmm. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 14, pretty much speaking on what the Spirit's got us bringing out. It says, Ecclesiastes 7 and 14, in the day of prosperity be joyful. So here it is, about, chastisement. But when the Lord is giving you a good day, hey, Ice Cube said, today was a good day.
Hell yeah.
You do get that too. And brothers and sisters know that. But we also have learned to pain when other brothers pain. We learned that. You had to learn that. I didn't know when I first came in. But you learn, all right, if this brother's going through something, we're going to go through it together. We're going to bear it. But then there's times where we're going to also bear a good day together.
Right,
so
be happy for it, brother.
You're right. So you relish,
This brother happy, that just made me happy.
Right.
I see him happy.
Right.
Like you get happy when you see a brother.
Right.
Brother might boost his spirit.
Yep.
Because it's a spiritual thing.
Yep.
Like even with John and Yahweh Shai, they were happy in the womb.
Yep. When Mary ran into, was Elizabeth? Yep. Or even Jonathan and King David.
Yeah, that's man.
They were knitted. He was like, what? Man, bro, here you take it.
That's probably where they get the fusion from.
Right.
Yep.
Because they were as one.
Yep. And because of that brotherly love, Jonathan not only is a disciple, but he's of the elect and the house of David because he made a covenant with David before he died in battle.
Yeah, even though he saw his son, he saw the house of David.
Yep. Because Jonathan honored his father as far as he could, because you honor your parents, but you're being wicked. I can't honor your wickedness.
And Jonathan is a man of the Lord.
Yeah, he made a covenant with David like twice.
Yeah, twice. Yeah.
He has faith. That man possessed great faith.
Yep.
Him and his armor bearer went up against, I believe, like a troop of Philistines.
Yep. And he was spiritual. He said, if they accept us, then the Lord gave us to their hand. And they took out 20 of them. 10 to each man.
That's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
They can't do that. They can't do that right.
10 men.
Kyrie Irving can maybe take out 3 going to the hole. You know what I'm saying? But fighting, literally fighting, nah.
10?
And can you take it there? That's the question.
Those Philistines, bro. Those some tall ass Africans.
Yeah.
Big, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big dumb body.
Jacob was intimidated by him, so they didn't want to go to the land. They came back with an evil report. So that's why only Joshua and Caleb came into the land.
And it says, Ecclesiastes 7:14, in the day of prosperity, be joyful. The water Yabashim outside. Thank you, Yabashim outside. You know? And we do that a lot too. We thank the Lord a lot. And it says, but in the day of adversity, consider. So consider what you're going through in the situation, you know, and what you can learn from it and not make haste, you know, and how to handle it.
Right, I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to speak on that, because what you go through, you know, you're going to lose things, like you may lose a woman, job, cars, you even may lose your children, but those L's are really not losses, they're lessons. So just ask Yahweh Shai, you know, please help me learn what I need to learn from this. Because it's all a learning experience, because we're all still students of it, you know?
And the Lord will bring you to the point where you're going to be like, please perform a miracle. I'm serving you. I believe in your name. Please do something. Help me. I need help, please. And the Lord like, hey, go handle that.
Bro, you go through some financial, you know
Some
what I'm
woes.
saying? Yeah, financial woes, heartache.
And it's always seasons. You know, it's a season. Because remember, Satan tempted Yahweh Shai for a season. You know? And remember, it says in Ecclesiastes, there's a season for all things. You see? So you may be going through a season where it feels, you know, like as winter, or someone else is a season of summer. You know what I mean? And that's why he said, you didn't dance when I danced, or lamented when I lamented.
Right, yep.
Talking about Jake, because it's like we're in a season of crying, they're in a season of mirth. You know? And it says the Most High also has set the one over against the other, to the end that man should find nothing after him. Yeah, we'll slide in. That should be good. Yeah. Well, that's that hurricane. What's the name of it? I didn't even get the name of it. Yeah, is there a name for that?
Kentucky got tornadoes
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Got tore up.
That's the Lord visiting the earth.
Yeah.
That's the Lord visiting the earth. And then you had a brother who said last time there was a hurricane or whatever or tornado that came down there. He said he watched it pass his house.
Oh wow. Oh wait,
You
just
just
watch
watch
it.
out there.
You can see it.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
A few more. Whatever you brothers do.
Yeah, I got to see.
That was that one. I was actually looking for a different one, but that sufficed.
All right, I'm gonna read down to verse 11, Hebrews 12, and I got one more precept for this. Hebrews 12 and verse 10. For they verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, right? Going back to earlier, even though they may chastise us, but it's for their benefit.
Right, so that you can graduate college, you know.
You can make it on the varsity team.
Yeah.
Make them look good.
Like Little Giants.
Right, like
Yeah, yep.
You know, like my child went to graduate high school. My child in college.
My child's in a fraternity.
Yep.
Exactly.
And it says, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Now no chastening for the Now no chastening for the present seeming to be joyous,
Right.
but grievous.
Bro, you ever go through some kidney stones,
Oh.
bro? You go through
Man.
something, man. You like, what is going on?
Man.
And hey man, that chastisement could be mental, spiritual, physical, on all levels, man. Think about it. We're serving the King of the universe. You're gonna have some high level chastisement.
Strange things
Some
happen.
strange fiery trial. Yeah, man. And it says,
Hey, I remember one time, we was all together, and the brother was gonna leave, and then someone's car broke down in the driveway, so he couldn't leave. And then I got mad, because I'm like, yo, man, what are you doing in our driveway? But I had the spirit, stopped me, yo, the Lord's doing this. And then he came up and was like, we're broke down, we're probably gonna be here for like an hour and a half. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then the brother was like, I'm gonna just drive it was in winter, I'm gonna just drive over the snowbank to get around him. He drove over the snowbank and got stuck. And he's like, I think I'm supposed to stay. Yeah, I think you should just stay, bro.
Man.
But Jake, you gotta learn that, you know? You're like, all right, the Lord's speaking right now. I'm gonna just say.
right. And it goes on to say, nevertheless, afterward, it yieldeth the peaceful fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. And guess what, man? Just like working. You know, you constantly work to get a what? Paycheck. You know, and right now, Yahweh Shema Shai is putting us through the furnace of adversity, you know, to be tried, so that way, when we are exalted,
we get that penny.
That penny, you know, that perfection, if you will.
To be joint heirs, because really what we are striving to be is a joint heir with Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
To partake in the rulership of the earth in a righteous manner.
Take partakers to be the first fruits of the house, the kingdom of David. Because the kingdom of heaven on earth will be established through the kingdom that was given unto David, all right, enforced through the promise of Yahweh Shai.
And Solomon got a taste of that.
Yeah.
It's going to really manifest Yahweh Shai forever.
Right. Right. Which proves the kingdom will be on earth.
Yeah.
You know? And we'll have our land and the rest of the earth. You know? Because this is ours.
No, you got, I was going to say, why would the Lord make the earth and then we die and then we go to heaven? What's going to happen on the earth?
Right.
It's just going to be there, destroyed.
Being wicked.
Collecting dust.
It said, who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? So who's going to be the governing rulers of righteousness to keep and establish order on earth?
Right.
You know? Because we...
My bad.
Now to say, because we see how the earth is ran when we're not in rulership, in righteous rulership, I mean, you know?
Right, the earth needs righteous rulers. It really does, because look at the animals. You know, everything is out of whack. You know, as it says in Psalms, all the foundations are out of course.
Yeah, and I want to say this. Now, this is on a small scale pertaining to animals and the terribleness, but you had the Edomites, they were recording themselves driving down the street, speeding, because there was a raccoon on their hood. So instead of stopping the car to let it off, they sped up and the raccoon jumped and they ran it over and they all laughed. I'm like, what the? That's just crazy to me, you know? Like how these heathens treat the creation.
Right.
You know?
Honestly, I didn't really appreciate the creations of your animals until I came into the truth. Because it says the righteous man regarded the life of the beast.
That's right.
I didn't appreciate that until, I came into the truth. Now I love animals. Animals are fire.
Yeah.
I seen this video where his heart, where there's a man laying down beside the road. The horse came laid down next to him so he could climb on. So he could take him to get help.
Oh, that's fire.
That animals are compassionate.
Yep.
They sense your spirit. They
Yep.
comfort you.
Yep. I got a quick one pertaining to the world. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 57. This is a goodie. Because Esdras was in that spirit, like, yo, this is for us. What's going on? You mine? That's why Joseph like, she mine. What I gotta wait for?
Right.
She mine. Come over.
Right.
You know? Right, though?
Right.
That's yours. That's yours. You supposed to be mine.
Your property.
You know?
Our possession.
This is, and the earth is our possession. You know? 2nd Ezra 6 and 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
Right. That's why it says, I've seen princes walking upon the earth and the service of horses. You know, these especially Esau, man, he's on top right now. And guess what? That's outside worded right now. You know, because guess what? We're gonna rule for all eternity.
Yo, through the spirit, that's been on my mind for a while now. Every time I'm going through some shit, I'm like, eternity. Eternity, though. It's okay, eternity. You know, we got a fucking Edomite neighbor, man. I be getting mad sometimes, but I'm like, eternity. You know what? Eternity's coming. He got that right now.
Right.
He got that right now. You know? And it says, 58, but we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn. Now, when he calls Israel's firstborn in Egypt, that's why he told Moses, tell Pharaoh, I'm going to take your firstborn because Israel's my firstborn. And it says, right, thy only begotten and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
Right. How long shall this endure? How long are these devils going to be over us? You know, but guess what? Right now we're in the last days of the last days.
This is the Lord visiting the earth.
Yeah. Right.
This is the storms. You know, call this is the Lord showing us they're on their way out. I'm already visiting, and I don't like what I see. You know?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
surprise
the Lord said He's visiting the earth, so that means His presence is here. Then Yahweh said, when the servant cometh and findeth them doing, so that's a blessing. So it's a blessing that we're doing the work during prophecy.
Right. I like about small shot.
Oh, Lord, yeah, about small shot, man. And you too, brother.
Yeah.
You too. Because I got one for him. You too. This is John. This is John, what do I want? 17. This is John 17 and 20. John 17 and 20. Neither pray I for these alone, speaking about his men, but for them also which shall believe on me through their words.
Man.
Call Allah Yahweh outside.
And what does it say? The true worshipers. You
Yep.
know, in the last hour.
Yep.
We live, this is the last hour, the last days.
Yep.
This is it. You know, the exceeding great army, man. You know, I've never seen this before in my life.
No.
You know, this is beautiful. You know, bone to my bone.
Yep.
You know, call Allah Yahweh
Yeah,
man.
this is the bones in harmony.
Right,
You know?
right.
That's a very spiritual.
Yeah,
They
man.
make spiritual songs. Some of them.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, some of them music is real spiritual.
Well, you know, they're Gentiles, but like Paul said, they got a zeal, but not according to knowledge, and they do according to the law, you know, but as Gentiles. You know, you can't stop Jake from being Jake. You can't stop Jake from being Jake.
You can't conceal their zeal.
I like that.
It's a lesson.
You can't conceal. Because look at Crossroads. If you look at that song, that's Route 14.
Yeah.
Oh, Crossroads. Yep.
Last foot on Mount Zion.
Yep.
144.
And he was taking all Jakes too. You know, he said, I miss my Uncle Charlie. You know?
He mentioned, like, why we gotta die?
Yep.
I thought you said we were more than
Yep.
Just like my man Edris, he was limited.
Well, Yahushua said, "Ye are gods, but ye shall die like men." So right now we're living the life of what's expected for the lifespan of a heathen. So we're tasting mortality right now.
Yep.
Before we get immortality.
I like that, dude. I think it's busy. He's always going in about the Illuminati and shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
You have something?
This is Galatians 4:1. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all, but is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the father. Right, that reminds me of Antiochus' son. You know, because Antiochus, he did have a son, but while that son was a child, he wasn't a ruler.
He had
to
regents.
He had to be brought up. He had to be instructed. He had to learn. So he ain't different nothing from a servant.
Yep.
The same thing is like us.
Yep.
You know?
That's what they did a lot of times back then through a monarch, is even though your son was set up to rule, but he might not have been of age to be in rulership, so they would place regents around them to act as counselor and corresponders until he was of age to rule.
And to teach them. Even Aristotle, who was an Israelite, he used to teach Alexander the Great. You know? So-called black people.
Yeah.
It says, even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of the time was come, Yahweh sent forth his son, made of a woman,
What?
made under the law.
What law? The holy law of spirit? Like, what law?
So that shows you no virgin birth.
Nope.
And that shows you that this son made under the law of who? Israel.
Yep.
You know?
Because how could he be of the tribe of Judah?
Right.
You know?
Right, why does he have a lineage?
And then let me say this too, real quick on that fun fact, with pertaining to our law and customs. So Christians will tell you she was born, she got pregnant, but not by Joseph. That's adultery. So you're trying to tell us that that a woman conceived a baby, and who's gonna say that? Oh, your woman come back pregnant, and I ain't deal with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
And an angel? I'm not stupid. There was that movie with Cat Williams where the woman visited him jail. He said, that baby might be mine, but that baby, he's from the Caucasus Mountains. That is no way. He's Slavic. That is not my child. You know? You want to wrap it up?
So exactly what said, we all want to say, call one lot.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakabadash.
Double honor be to the elder apostles, great wisdom that do rule us this world. The Lord is really honor and teach us to edify. Shalom.
Shalom.
I've been seeing so many chariots.